group of seniors, and they do a good job keeping the guys in the locker room ready. So I think it's kind of taking care of itself this week.
Sweet. Well, let's hop over to the defensive side real quick. The defense only let up 6 points last week. Obviously, they had a pretty dominant game. How do you plan to dominate versus Junction City?
Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to dominate them because they're really good, but we try to take advantage of the things that we do well, and we're really long, really athletic, and we got a lot of speed. So we're gonna try to give those guys some looks that they haven't seen yet, and try to make them block our good athletes in space. And I know we're pretty aggressive defensively, and we're just going to try to go out there and make things happen.
That's great. Well, thank you for joining us, Coach Wilson. We appreciate you.
Thank y'all, man. Anytime 2A football gets coverage, I'm glad to jump on, or happy for anyone that gets to do it. Thank y'all.
Jumping back into the Class 2A rankings, just like we said, at number 1, Carlisle will host Junction City. At number 2, Mineral Springs plays Bismarck at home. Number 3, Conway Christian is at Quitman. Number 4, Bigelow is at Mayflower. And number 5, Junction City travels to Carlisle.
We have a lot of fun games this week in Class 2A and 3A as well. I keep saying this, do not let the size fool you. These small towns can play some ball. Well, don't go too far. Stay tuned and hear us wrap up this week's show as we take a look into some games to watch and the Stevens Inc. Big Game of the Week.
For over 70 years, we at the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas have had our game face on. Our passion for delivering reliable, affordable power to every corner of Arkansas is stronger than ever. And with 17 electric distribution cooperatives, we cover more than 60% of Arkansas. That's power to more than 500,000 homes, farms, businesses, winter, spring, summer, and cool fall football Friday nights. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, powering the thrill of Friday night lights.
When you share the story of your summer vacation, will people lean in or tune out? When you tell them you spent one morning in a 4-story treehouse and that afternoon at the world's largest indoor Tesla coil, you'll have their attention. When you explain that you took your kids on thrill rides and a Sunset Lake cruise in the span of a few hours, they'll be hooked. And when you say you enjoyed a relaxing soak in the city's famous thermal spring water, well, then they'll just be jealous because they didn't go to Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
When a patient rings the bell after completing cancer treatment, we celebrate one more step toward healing. And with the new UAMS Baptist Health Cancer Center, we celebrate the trusted choice in cancer care. The two greatest healthcare forces in Arkansas have come together to deliver second-to-none treatments with the latest technology, all in celebration of you. Learn more at baptist-healthcancercenter.com. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
It's sizzling outside, but Saracen Casino's August car giveaway is even hotter. With a price tag of more than $114,000, the Lexus LC500 convertible is absolutely smoking. Just visit Saracen, use your free player's card, and play to win Saracen's most expensive vehicle prize to date. Play often for your chance at winning a red-hot Lexus convertible tomorrow night.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
From your first paycheck to your first home, starting your own business, or celebrating your retirement, we're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
What does care look like through the years? From the first memories to the treasured moments, from life's accomplishments to life's challenges. We're here for you, body and mind. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of families for more than 75 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind with the kind of coverage that ensures your best days are ahead. Take good care, Arkansas.
College dreams come true at the University of Central Arkansas, especially now with the UCA commitment. This new program provides a debt-free pathway for tuition and fees for Arkansas students whose families earn $100,000 or less a year. And that impacts everything. It's fewer barriers and endless opportunities. Welcome to Bear Country. Learn more about the UCA commitment at uca.edu.
Josh, have you seen your mom? I'm sure her and Madison are up to some mischief.
We are just telling the River Valley folks about our glass and tinting services.
They say find a job you enjoy doing, and our family has been blessed to do just that while providing the finest products, highest quality of service, and competitive pricing on all your commercial, residential, and automotive glass and tinting needs.
We provide complete auto glass repair and replacement, including recalibrating advanced driver assist systems, glass for your home, including large jobs such as new or replacement windows and shower enclosures, or small jobs like mirrors and storm doors.
We also provide glass for your business, including storefronts, door closers, partitions, and commercial doors.
And of course, y'all know I have a variety of quality tint options for your vehicle, home, or business.
Give us a call at 890-5839.
Come see us at 2202 East 2nd Street in Russellville.
Check out our website, rivervalleytintingandglass.com, and our Facebook page, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Thank you, River Valley, from our family to yours.
With a huge range of items from vintage graphic novels to 18th century furniture, West Main Gallery is truly a River Valley original. Where else can you find Mary Jane Taylor original art and Gary Gorey knives? Where else can you find seasoned cast iron, fine china, and porcelain collectibles? It's not just the high quality of merchandise, it's also the relaxed and friendly atmosphere that make West Main Gallery the River Valley's unique antique boutique. New items arriving daily, so visit West Main Gallery in Russellville today.
Welcome back to Rex's Road to the Rock rankings, and y'all just heard the top 5 from each classification, but we want to tell y'all some games to watch. And Kendall, I don't know about you, but I'm going to keep my eye on the Benton and North Little Rock game. Two schools that are historically successful in this game and should be an entertaining football game to say the least.
Well, Cooper, I have my eyes on the Warren and Whitehall game on Friday night. Both of these teams are coming off a tough loss, and I know they're hungry to get back out there to prove what they got.
Kendall, I think we need to bring it up, man. We have a little rivalry between us. You played at Little Rock Christian, I played at Shiloh Christian, and both of these teams have seen major success in their history. So with that, the Stephen Zeke big game of the week is Shiloh Christian versus Little Rock Christian. Shiloh sophomore Cole Creighton, who played up as a freshman last year, got hurt in this game, so I know he has been waiting for this one. Hudson Ball, a defensive lineman committed to the University of Las Vegas, and also Carter Henley committed to Harding University. Shiloh brings a big offensive line, coached by Brad Widger and head coach Tucker Barnard.
And Cooper, talking about my Warriors, we're known for having an exciting offense, and this year it's led by quarterback Kemp Keller. Cooper, this is actually his first season starting quarterback for the Warriors. At running back, we have Jackson Ward, who's coming off 2 big games for the Warriors. And I can't forget about the young stud receiver, Tristan Watson. This will be a fun one to watch.
That'll wrap up this week's edition of the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas High School Game Day Show. We hope you enjoyed our program, and be sure to tune in at 10 o'clock for the Simmons Bank Friday Night Scoreboard Show on this station. From 10 to midnight, Rex Nelson and Richard Atkinson will give you the latest scores and updates from around the state, as well as the newest Rex's Road to the Rock rankings, brought to you by the Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau. Tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, Arkansas State University, Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Arkansas Brighter Futures 529, Arkansas Delta Byways, Lyon College, Baptist Health, Stevens Inc., Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, Saracen Casino, UAMS, Arkansas Capital, Visit Hot Springs, Simmons Bank, Arkansas State Chamber of Commerce, Lexicon, Henderson State University, Arkansas Blue Cross Blue Shield, and the University of Central Arkansas. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas High School Game Day Show is a production of the Washita Sports Digital Network at Washita Baptist University. The producer is OSDN senior Jalen Davis. For my co-host and OSDN senior Kendall Gibbons, I'm Cooper Darr, a sophomore at Ouachita. Enjoy a great night of high school football, and we invite you to join us again next week for the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas High School Game Day Show.
Hey everybody, Brian Miller with Aaron's, your rent-to-own guy. Check out our awesome deals all month long at your local Aaron's.
That's right, Brian, and talk about deals. Hot summer deals going on all across the store, including an Element washer and dryer set. Aaron's price, only $79.99 a month. Sofa and love seat set, Aaron's price, $99.99 a month. Element 18 cubic foot refrigerator, Aaron's price, only $79.99 a month. It's all happening at your local Aaron's, East Main Street in Russellville. Do the math and you'll always choose Aaron's. Hey, Brian, remind everybody how easy it is to deal with Aaron's and how easy it is to get pre-approved from the comfort of your easy chair.
Get your leasing power now. Text APPLY to 51932. It's better at Aaron's.
Hi, it's me, Jeffrey, at Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. Having your vehicle repaired should not be a stressful experience. Whether you need scheduled maintenance or extensive repair, Arkansas Tire and Auto Service has the experience and knowledge to get you back on the road quickly and efficiently. Just don't have time to deal with it? We can arrange to pick up your vehicle, check it out, and call you with the recommendations. Rest assured that no work will be done without your authorization. I want you to feel comfortable knowing that Arkansas Tire and Auto Service values you as a customer. Call me today and we can discuss your needs. That's Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main Street, Russellville.
We love our community here in the River Valley. And from River Valley Radio, we really want to encourage you to shop local and eat local. Our local businesses provide incredible services and products and enable us to have the funds for our schools, roads, and so much more. Please shop and eat local with businesses like this.
If your road has washed out, if you need a building site repaired, or if you're having trouble with a bumpy or uneven lawn, call Horton Excavating or visit HortonExcavating.com for a quote today.
Time is money. Don't waste either while your equipment is down. Count on the vast experience of Circle P Welding and Fabrication to do the job right the first time. Whether it's an industrial repair that requires aluminum, stainless steel, or carbon welding, or a new railing installation, Circle P Welding is certified and insured to handle any need, big or small, and is a member of the Better Business Bureau. In short, if it's broken, bring it to the skilled repairman at Circle P Welding and Fabrication on Smiley Creek Lane in Dardanelle today.
Russellville Cyclone football on River Country KCJC is made possible in part by Sorrell's Body Shop, Honda of Russellville, Diver Vision Care, by Jerome & Associates, the Russellville School District, by Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat, Congressman Bruce Westerman, R&R Express, River Valley Tractor, Phil Wright Autoplex, River Valley Tinting and Glass, Miller Roofing Company, First State Bank, Feldner's Athletes Corner, E&F Roofing, Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, by ConAgra, Chicken Mart, Centennial Bank, the Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, by Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, Alathus Realty, Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, and by A Better Way Realty. Russellville Cyclone football on River Country KCJC.
Beckham, Lamone, Madden, Brown.
It's time now for the Russell Cyclone Coaches Show. I'm Mickey Duval. Tonight, the Cyclones are on the road at Greenbrier. Cyclones coming off a 35-30 loss their season opener last week at Morrilton, but they did have over 500 yards of offense, and it was the first 300-yard passing game of Luke Jones' career. Greenbrier upset Warren last week at home, scoring in the final minutes, 41-34. Panthers have dropped back down to 5A, have a new look to their offense, with first-year starting quarterback Jack Palmer. Panthers are coached by Randy Tribble, who's been at Greenbrier for 16 years. We'll take a break. We'll come back to hear from Cyclone head coach Dave Wheeler about tonight's matchup. This is Cyclone Football Coaches Show on the EAB Sports Network.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with the team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. So whether it's your first home or your fifth, A Better Way Realty will be right beside you during the process with the experience and expertise to help you find the home you need. Find A Better Way Realty online or stop by their new location at 1408 South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
Welcome back to the Cyclone Football pregame show. We visited with Coach Wheeler and asked him about facing Coach Tribble of Greenbrier, who was also at Harding when Coach Wheeler was at Tech.
I always felt like he was a very good offensive-minded coach, really understood how to get people in the right places. I mean, you know, that was in 04 here at Tech, when we were really good and had that, almost had that undefeated season. We were down to Harding 12-7 at halftime, and they were a hard team to figure out. Offensively, they gave me a lot of problems, and he just does a good job, and he's a really good quarterback coach too. He develops quarterbacks. He always has. Those guys throw the ball with good fundamentals and good footwork. So Coach Trebble's he's a really good football coach.
Y'all had a pretty good showing offensively yourself last week, and you had to replace, I figured that was like 84% of the offense. How were you able to do that?
Kind of a combination of things, I think. One, Coach Gunner getting here, I think, has made a big impact on us offensively. He was the guy I originally tried to hire when I first got here, and he had already been a head coach. He was at BB as a head coach, so that didn't work out. But I know his offensive mind. He was the offensive coordinator at Alma when I was here before with Jeff and with Billy. Very good offensive coach, understands how to get guys in the right spots, how to get the ball distributed to the right people, and that type of thing. He does a really good job of that. But that's probably one factor, and I think him growing Luke Jones as a quarterback and working fundamentals and getting him to be a better quarterback. Luke's just a different kid this year. He's just a lot better. As a quarterback, as a leader, just everything he does is just better right now, which makes our offense better. And then I think offensive line-wise, that's probably as good an offensive line as I've seen here in all my years, going all the way back to 15, 16, 14. This offensive line is right now, you know, I don't want to praise them real early or whatever, but I will say that they got a chance to be a really, really good offensive line. They're big, they're strong, and they're physical, and they got some guys up there that really like contact.
You switched back to where you have 3 non-conference games. Is it you that picks who you want to play, and if so, why Greenbrier?
Sort of. A lot of it comes down to just getting games, and there's so many teams that are already taken up that are playing somebody else. It's hard to get a game. We really looked hard to get somebody other than Greenbrier. It was Greenbrier was really the only team left, unless we wanted to try and leave out of state and go somewhere. You know, I mean, we tried lots of people, and they'd already had their schedule made. You know, and we were still waiting on our conference to figure out how that was going to shake out in 6A when they redid the alignment. So we were behind the 8 ball, so to speak, as far as getting games. I mean, Greenbrier last week, they played Warren. You know, that's kind of a weird, you know, that they're just, everybody's kind of scrambling for those non-conference games, because we went from 2 non-conference to having to have 3.
Right.
So that it's harder than you think, because everybody tries to get their games in, so they know at least they at least got a game scheduled, and so they try and get that done early. A lot of them are 2 or 3 years out in advance. So we're not just, you know, dealing with teams looking for one a year ago. We're looking for teams that have got games built up for 3 or 4 years in advance. So that's where it's kind of a bind. And of course, Arkansas, you know, once you get to 6A, you get to 5A, 6A, 7A, especially 6A, 7A. There's only 16 teams, and those. I mean, there's not that many teams out there. I mean, there's just not. So, you know, sometimes we may have to look at a state at some point. You know, if that happens, that's just kind of how it rolls.
That's Dave Wheeler. We'll look at the history between these 2 teams when our pregame show continues.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you've put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Welcome back to the Cyclone Coaches Show. It's just the 3rd meeting between Russellville and Greenbrier. Last year, the Cyclones were behind 17-0 after 3 quarters, but scored 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter to come away with a 21-17 victory. Cyclones went 82 yards in 90 seconds to score the game winner on a Luke Jones 3-yard run with 40 seconds left. Tracy Daniels rushed for 178 yards in that win. Russell was 2-0 all-time against Greenbrier, both of those wins being conference game. Tonight, though, it's a non-conference matchup. Coming up next, we'll move to our pregame show at Panther Stadium in Greenbrier. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service. We're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
KCJC, Dartmouth, Russellville.
It's all of today's best country on River Country. KCJC.
An EAB Media Group radio station.
Russellville Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC is made possible in part by Sorrell's Body Shop, Honda of Russellville, Diver Vision Care, by Jerome & Associates, the Russellville School District, by Mac Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat, Congressman Bruce Westerman, R&R Express, River Valley Tractor, Philride Autoplex, River Valley Tinting and Glass, Miller Roofing Company, First State Bank, Feldner's Athletes Corner, E&F Roofing, Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, by ConAgra, Chicken Mart, Centennial Bank, the Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, by Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, Alathus Realty, Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, and by A Better Way Realty. Russellville Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.
Welcome, friends. We're coming to you live from John Hawks Memorial Field, Panther Stadium, on this Thursday night where it's 84 degrees, a little cloudy, but the conditions are perfect for some Cyclone football. Good evening. I'm Mickey Duval here from the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Alathus Realty. We welcome, if you're listening to us on FM 102.3 KCJC, if you're watching our stream on the Cyclone Booth YouTube page, remember you can get all that info through our EAB app. And even on a night like tonight where Arkansas Tech is playing, how you could jump from both video streams, audio to audio, as they're over on our sister station 100.9. But we're here for a non-conference matchup between the Greenbrier Panthers and your Russellville Cyclones. And my color man tonight is Aaron Duval, media team Chase Canfield, Stephen Berry, our engineer. Cyclones Greenbrier had very similar nights last week. They both exploded on offense, one through the air, one on the ground, but they had different results. Russellville dug a hole, able to come back, but not all the way back, losing by 5. I turn to my color man tonight, Aaron Duval. What do you think about tonight's game?
Well, I think we're going to have a strong running defense tonight. I mean, Greenbrier proved that last week. They can run the football, and so we're going to have to be very active on that defensive line in stopping the run if we can. We're also got to watch for the passing. They've got a good quarterback. We've got to play their receivers. I'm not saying extremely tight, but we cannot let them get behind us. On offense, we've got 3 running backs, which proved last week they can run the football. And Olsen and Prince and Callahan did a fantastic job. And one thing I wanted to say about that comeback, our defense shut down Marlton in that fourth quarter and gave us a chance to come back. We just came up a little bit short. Tonight, we're going to have to try to keep Greenbrier's offense on the bench. We're going to have to work the clock, let it become a partner of ours, and march up and down the field and then score. But if we can keep their offense on that bench, we have a good chance of winning. We've got to watch for penalties. That hurt us last week in the red zone, and try to create some turnovers on defense.
We're going to take a break as they're presenting the colors here at Greenbrier Stadium. I'm going to say Panther Stadium quite a bit, although officially it's the John Hawks Memorial Field. But they have a color guard coming out with the United States flag, the Arkansas state flag, and going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, the Star Spangled Banner, and the prayer. And so we're going to take a break while all that happens to make sure that we pay respects to this ball game, our country. And we'll be back with more of your pregame show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
For a round of applause. We want to thank you. Tonight's prayer will be said by Jackson Gill.
Dear Lord, we thank you for this day and the gifts that you've given us. Thank you for allowing these teams to come together and play this game that you've given them the gift to do. We pray that you use them as a vessel and allow your light to shine throughout them this season. We pray for safety over each and every person here this evening and allow safe travels home. And most of all, we thank you for the gift of your son Jesus, and it's in his name we pray. Amen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Greenbrier for tonight's game. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps to observe a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, and finally, the National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we welcome you as they just finished the national anthem. The color guard is making its way off, and now they're a little late on that, but it's okay. They had the fireworks there. Can't be as bad as last week when they had a grass fire, because we think the fireworks there at Morrilton. We talked a little bit in our first segment about the offenses. Russellville, look, they're going to use quite a few people to try to make up for the graduating of the like 84% of the offense. We don't know who starts. It really doesn't matter. Russellville will use quite a few players at the skill positions. But on Greenbrier's side, we know who's going to be in the backfield. It'll be Enoch Asan. He had 275 yards rushing last week, a career high. He played against Russellville. Russ for over 100 yards last year as a sophomore, but last week against Warren, 3 touchdowns on the ground. Their quarterback is Jack Palmer, just a sophomore. They had Kane Richardson, if you remember, but he moved to Red Oaks, Texas, and so they brought in Palmer, the sophomore, a little earlier than what they wanted to. They tried to really protect him, max protect on passing plays, a lot of running game situations to try to protect him in that way. He did throw for 178 yards, just 19 attempts, 12 of 19 last week. And what he does, when he stands there, he kind of looks like Matt Jones. He's wearing number 9, and he can prolong the play by his scrambling ability. He ran 5 times for 12 yards. Of course, quarterback sacks come off of that, but realize that anytime he ran, it was a quarterback scramble. I think only one time was a quarterback draw. When it was a read option play where you can give the ball to the running back or take off yourself, 100% of the time last week against Warren, he handed off. Never a run on one of those things. Now, he's got some really good receivers. They're a really young team, but they've got experience because we saw a lot of these guys last year. Salter Mahan, number 10. Number 3, Trenton Mosley. Ashton Simmons, number 4. Dawson McFadden, number 88. Connor Miller, who's back up. He'll be Mr. Everything. He'll back up running back, back up wide receiver, the slot receiver. He's electrifying, wearing number 2. They got a lot of offensive weapons, and They got a fantastic offensive line, highlighted by their senior center, Asher Rupel, who missed last year due to an injury. He anchors that offensive line. They also have a good right tackle, Joshua Thomas, who's a college prospect, 6'6", 315 pounds, squats 500. So the defense for Russellville has their work cut out for them. Now, Russellville's offense, as we said, very explosive. Ladarius Prince, Sam Callahan, Marcellus Olsen, even the quarterback Luke Jones, all rushed last week. However, it was the throwing of Luke Jones, the first ever 300-yard passing game, 53 attempts. Now, a lot of that because Russellville was behind, so they had to throw it quite a bit. But Russellville was able to do that. They come back with 20 points, as we said, lost the game to Morrilton 35-30. This is the second game of the season for Russellville. Both have been against opponents who are in the 5A West Conference, as Greenbrier has jumped back down to the 5A after 2 years in 6A. The last 2 years Russellville played Greenbrier, won it last year, 21-17, as we said. They came back. Russellville came back after being down 17-0 after 3 quarters. The year before that, Russellville won more comfortably, 41-28. That was 2 years ago here at Panther Stadium. We'll take a break, come back with more of your pregame show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Your roof is, but do you know how to maintain it? E&F Roofing has been offering the best commercial roof systems as well as conducting preventative maintenance and asset management services so you can focus on your business. From industries to schools and local businesses of all shapes and size, E&F Roofing has been serving Arkansas for over 50 years and trusted for 3 generations. So call 479-272-4069 for a free estimate today.
Feltner's Athletes Corner Moonlight Madness sale is now in progress. Save half off or more on footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half off or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Running a business, a household, or just everyday life can be hectic. The last thing you want to have to think about is banking. At First State Bank, we focus on providing you the financial tools and exceptional service you need so you can focus on what really matters. Whether it's managing your business from the sidelines or making life run a little smoother with convenient and flexible financial solutions, we've got your back. Get back to business and life. We'll take care of the rest. First State Bank.
If you find water leaking from your ceiling, it's important that you take immediate action to avoid further damage to your home. Leaky roofs never fix themselves or get better on their own, so even if the leak isn't that bad yet, you should get it fixed now. Call Miller Roofing Company. They've been serving the River Valley since 1991 with a reputation for superior work and reliability. So before that leak gets worse, call Miller Roofing Company, 890-3499 to set up an inspection.
KCJC Dartmouth, Russellville. It's all of today's best country on River Country. KCJC
and EAB Media Group Radio Station.
Welcome back. The captains for Russellville tonight, number 17, Luke Jones, number 16, Bo Mosley, number 75, Ross Choate, and number 55, Jarrett Peter. Russellville in their road white uniforms this week as last week, but last week they had the black pants on. Tonight they have the white pants. Greenbrier in their home blues with white trim and gray pants. Both teams sending their captains out to midfield. One of 3 high school games being played tonight. The other one, Salem against Prescott and Des Arc against Hazen. So there's usually not many Thursday games. They do that first few weeks of the season. And but we do have Arkansas Tech again over on 100.9. And Sam Strasner on the call. This is the last time Russellville opened with 2 road games. It was back in 2019, and so it's been a little while. The Panthers were 6-6 last year, of course, a member of the 6A. They did make it to the playoffs and actually made it to the second round. They lost to Benton after defeating Searcy in the first round. They're very happy to get back to the 5A where they belong. Remember, they jumped up to 6A, and they had made it to the finals in 5A, jump up to 6A, had a couple years where they won 1 playoff game, come back down, and they are predicted to finish second in the 5A West. Last week, Russellville met the team predicted to finish 4th in the 5A West in Morrilton. We're going to take a 60-second break, be back with a kickoff. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Phil right out of the way as we mark our incredible 49-year anniversary. You don't want to miss out what we have going on during this great event. Use discounts and savings on a great selection of Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned inventory. Whether you're in the market for a new car, truck, or an SUV, now's the perfect time to find your dream vehicle at the price you'll love. Come see us today and join in on the anniversary excitement. Serving the River Valley since 1975, exit 84, just off I-40, Russell.
And their families with physical assistance.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Back here at Greenbrier High School, and I know they're the opponents tonight, but one thing I do like is it's American night here, so American flags everywhere here at Greenbrier. Russellville running on to the field right now. They had to walk the length of the field, come back, be able to come through the helmet and the magic smoke there. Greenbrier now coming out onto the field themselves to their fight song. And, quite a few American flags there being held by Greenbrier Panther players as they run over to the student section. The Cyclones are on the bench already, and you saw the toss. What happened on the toss?
Greenbrier won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so Russellville's going to receive the ball.
All right, Coach Wheeler, I'm sure, likes to put his defense out there, but only if they win the toss. So it'll be Luke Jones. We know that. We know the offensive line. Weston Grace, Carson Harris, Ross Choate, C.J. Ledford, and Cameron Hicks. What we don't know is who's going to be out there with Luke Jones. Again, we cycle them in and out. Ladarius Prince, Jacob Espinosa, Julius Thompson, Jeremiah Ross Thompson, Jerron Brown, Sam Callahan, Marcellus Olson. A lot of weapons, young weapons. I mean, I know these are all high school kids, but when I say young, I mean inexperienced. But they showed last week that they could score. Sam Callahan, who had 5 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown, will be back deep for Russellville as he talks to the official out there. He is number 29. Along with him, number 0, Ladarius Prince, who did play some last year as Tracy Daniels' backup. But I got to tell you, if you're going to be Tracy Daniels' backup, you're not going to see the field all that much, understandably so. Kicking off for Greenbrier would be Clayton Preza. Got to kick off quite a bit last week as they scored 41 points against Warren. And he's there. He handles the kickoff duties, the field goal, the PAT, and the punting duties. Although he did not do a good job last week punting, only 21-yard average. And one of them, he dropped the snap and kind of had to run around for a little bit. But he will be kicking it. We're sitting on the visitors' side with the Cyclone faithful below us. Russell will be moving right to left as we're opposite the home fans. And we're ready. Russellville bunched up on the far side around the 45-yard line, and they're coming out near the 50. They're taking a look to see what Greenbrier is planning because they're still huddled up, almost like they got something planned here on the far side. Number 34, Marcus Simpson for Greenbrier, was all by himself, and now they'll break for you. Wonder maybe, I don't know if it's gamesmanship, or maybe they were looking to see how Russellville would respond there. And now Russellville spreads out in more traditional kick return fashion. We are ready to go. Approaching his Preza, left-footed kicker. This one end over end. It's going to be caught by Callahan at his 5-yard line. He's running towards the middle of the field, kind of takes a break there at the 15-yard line, gets to the 20, and that's where Russellville will set up shop. Callahan's return of 15 yards. Looked like he kind of was angling towards the middle. They broke hard there at the 15 to pick up an extra 5 yards. And that is where Russellville will start their first drive. Again, took them a little bit to get going last week, made some adjustments early. And then, as we said, exploded after we were not really thinking mercy rule last week when it was 35-10, but you can't help but wonder what was going to happen there. And then Russellville made it a close game last week. We do see Marcellus Olson on the field as a starter, but this time he's going to be as a wide receiver, 1 of 3 on that far right side. And in the backfield, the one guy I didn't mention is Magnus Golden, who had 6 carries for 6 yards. But they're going to give it on an end around here to Marcellus Olson. He's running to the 30, going to be drugged down by the jersey, but enough for the first down. How about that to start off for Russellville?
Well, he had that defensive line of Greenbrier going to the left, and he just brought it back to the right side of that defense and gained some good yards.
Marcellus Olson with 16 yards on his first carry. He can do just about everything. Again, he was a quarterback last year. He would play a quarterback for 2 quarters as a 9th grader, then switch to running back, wide receiver. So he is comfortable at any position with the ball in his hands. He's the slot back once again. Jerron Brown, number 4, on the far side. No receivers on this near side. Ladarius Prince is the running back. Man in motion is Olsen. Luke Jones going to fake it to him. Hand off Ladarius Prince straight up the middle. He'll get maybe a yard with 4 progress, but that'll be it. You don't mind him trying that because Greenbrier did not stop Warren all that much. Now, Warren last week, they had their quarterback break his leg in the second quarter. He had to be airlifted off of this field. And Warren still scored with 34 points in the game with their backup quarterback. 2nd down and 9 for the Cyclones at the 37-yard line. Early going, no score. Man in motion is Brown. Out to the right side. Play action. Luke Jones rolling that way underneath. Here's Magnus Golden with the catch. He's got the first down and then some as he drags a tackler a couple extra yards, gets near midfield.
Well, before he dragged that tackler, he flat ran over him. So good catch by Golden and good run after the catch.
I want to say this every time you see Magnus running off the field. He was a quarterback in junior high. He's now tied in, S-back, running back there, and also plays defensive line. 1st down and 10 for the Cyclones. 3 receivers eligible, Shivas to the left side. 1 is the S-back here is DeJuan Ford, number 20. Running back right behind Jones. This is Prince. He'll take it. Trying to bounce it outside. He does get into Greenbrier Panther territory and stopped at the 45, a pickup of 6 yards. Well, you love these gains of 6 yards on 1st down because it opens up so much that you want to do here on 2nd down and short.
Running to the left side of that offensive line, number 70, Harris really gave him a good block there to gain some extra yards.
Officially 5 yards, about 5.5, at the nose of the football, not quite to the 45-yard line, so can't call it a 6-yard gain. Russellville taking their time here on this one. 9 seconds on the play clock. Empty right side, man in motion is Olsen. No screen pass. It's going to be Jones all the way. Carrying it left side. He'll get inside the 45 to about the 44. Every 3rd and short. That's Luke's official first carry there. And to bring up 3rd down and 2. See what Cyclones come in here with. Nicholas Hallmark, number 47, is in. Sam Callahan's going to be in the backfield. Not quite the heavy package, though. Play clock at 18.
They try to take it to the outside.
They may be thinking, hey, we're gonna go for it on 4th down. So we got 2 downs to pick this up. Man in motion is Olsen. He crosses the face of Luke Jones. Now he's going to circle back, and here's the snap. Callahan's got it. He's got the 1st down, leans forward to the 40. You know, a lot of that extra motion, great call by the offensive coordinator there because it distracts you. They just go straight up the gut to get the 1st down.
Good blocking again by that offensive line.
And they'll put it down at the 40, so Callahan a pickup of 3 and another 1st down for Russellville. Started this drive on the 20. They're now at the Panther 40-yard line, 1st and 10. 8:25 left to play here in the 1st quarter. 4 receivers to the far side. One of them, I think, is an offensive lineman. Jones, he's going to fake the screen there, quarterback keeper, and he'll get a yard, maybe 2, to the 38. Well, they look like maybe they're setting something up later, and I don't mean necessarily this game later, maybe later in the season showing that. 2nd down and long for Russellville. Coach Gunner, the offensive coordinator, coming over from BB. If you heard our pregame show, we'll finish that thought here in a minute. 2nd down and 8. I'm messing up the scoreboard here, but as we turn to the action, they run the sweep and nothing doing there as Marcellus Olsen dropped for a loss. They had 1st and 18 over on the clock here, not our clock. They're going to play that, I don't know if that's officially Stone Cold's music, but it sounds kind of like it. But they're going to play that every time it's a 3rd down. So when you hear that, you know that it's a 3rd down for the Cyclones. They give him the 40-yard line. Russell not really huddling. The offensive line's right at the line of scrimmage. They are changing in and out personnel. And into the game for Russellville is number 15, Julius Thompson. He's one of the 3 receivers to the far right side. Magnus Golden in the backfield. Maybe he has protected. No, yeah, he's going to be quarterback lead, trying to bounce it to the left side. And he'll pick up 4 yards, Jones will, right around the 36-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
They're going to go for it.
I was going to say, Coach Gunter, if you heard our pregame show, you heard Coach Wheeler say he tried to hire Coach Gunter earlier in his career when he came here. Wasn't able to do it. Maybe the timing wasn't right. They know each other from Arkansas Tech days, and right now, you're right. They're going to go for it on 4th and 6. Going to try to draw them off sides. If they draw them off sides, it's not enough for a first down. A little bit more than 5 yards here. They're shifting personnel around. 8 seconds on the game clock. Brown in motion. Jones back to pass on 4th and 6. Throwing underneath. It's going to be complete to Ladarius Prince. He's trying to break a tackle. He got very close. I thought he was going to be wrapped up about a couple yards shy. If he got it, that was all Prince there at the end.
I don't
know.
Getting a good mark
he
there.
should have been 2 yards shy, but he broke 2 tackles on that far side. Luke Jones coming over here, and they're going to say it is short. It's very close to a first down, but not enough. Needed about 5.5, 6 yards. I think he got 5. So 6:15 left to play here in the first quarter. And the first drive last week against Morrilton, the same situation here as the first drive this week. We turned the ball over on downs. And Greenbrier will take over at their own 31-yard line. If you missed our pregame show, Enoch Hassan, number 8, their running back, a career-high 278 yards rushing last week. Their quarterback, sophomore, number 9, Jack Palmer. And they're going to go to Hassan first thing, and he's trying to bounce this one outside. Nothing there, so he plows forward and pick up some yards I didn't think were there, across the 35 to the 37. Well,
Greenbrier's got a very big offensive line.
He made something out of nothing there. So he picks up 6 yards, 2nd down and 4. Hassan this time on the left side of Palmer. He'll get it again straight up the middle. He's got the first down and more as he gets to the 44-yard line. A pickup of 7 on the play. Now, Morrilton was doing this against us a little bit, and then they tried to get cute a couple times. Remember, they tried a couple trick plays, turned the ball over. We'll see. And Greenbrier's going empty backfield with Jack Palmer. Now, last week when they did this against Warren, it was either a quarterback draw or a screen pass, and most of the time it was a quarterback draw. We'll see. Now they're going to bring a man in motion. This is Hassan, and he's going to line up next to the quarterback, and he'll get the call after this will be 3rd straight running play for Hassan, and he gets tripped up at the 48-yard line of Greenbrier. They didn't get the look they wanted. They changed the play at the line of scrimmage. They bring up 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers, going kind of quickly here. And Hassan, the running back, to the right of the quarterback, Palmer, as he was talking to the man in the white hat. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and a fake the sweep. Rolling to his right is Palmer, throwing the near side wide open, completed pass, and pushed out of bounds. Enough for the first down by Ashton Simmons into Cyclone territory at the 44.
Yeah, number 18, Manning's the one to push him out of bounds. I afraid that backfield went for the fake. Our defensive back, it was just a good pass to the outside.
Oh, yeah, why not? They ran for 6 yards, 7 yards, 4 yards. Pick up a first down there at the Cyclone 44. Hassan gets it this time, tries left side. He kind of jumps over a downed lineman across the 40 before he's tackled inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the pickup. Put it down to 39 officially is what they say. So 2nd down and 5, empty backfield once again. This time, instead of having all the receivers to one side, they have 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. The inside man is Dawson McFadden, who plays slot and also plays some tight end. In the backfield now is Connor Miller. He's the one you got. He's the one that can really break a game wide open. He'll take it on the sweep and tripped up as he's caught from behind.
Yeah, number 43, Terry Allen, is the one who wrapped him up. Good pursuit by Allen.
Aiden Terry on the stop, number 43. And that Connor Miller, the first time he touched the ball last week, he scored. Aiden Terry caught him from behind, and this will bring up 3rd down and 2. They'll bring Hassan back in, along with Eric Hewitt, number 12. But I figure this ball is going to number 8, don't you? Under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. We have no, first quarter. We have no score. No, they're going to Play action pass, roll out, completed pass. They got enough for the first down. Russellville trying to strip the ball. They don't get down inside the 20-yard line. That catch made by Trenton Mosley. I would have gone for the fake too. I thought they were going with Hassan there. And they might have been thinking also same thing. Hey, we're going to go for it on fourth down. Why not try something here? Pick up of 17 yards. They've got it in the Cyclone red zone. Jack Palmer, the sophomore quarterback, bringing a man in motion. That's Salter Mahan. They'll hand it off to him. He's running wide, trying to get the edge. Russellville stretching it out. He'll pick up about 4 yards to the 15.
The pitch goes to number 10, Salter Mahan.
Again, Jack Palmer, the quarterback, I don't want to say they're very careful with him, but they are. They're going to use a lot of the running game, very safe passes, rolling out, and that one, a little safe pitch. Second down and 6. Palmer will pull it here and roll to his right, throwing underneath. It's dropped there by Eric Hewitt. And that might have gone for a no gain or a loss of yard had Hewitt made the catch, because Russellville had defended that one very nicely.
Yeah, good coverage by number 18, Manning.
Clock is stopped here with 2:47 left to play in the first quarter. Third down and 6 for Greenbrier. They're 1 for 1 on this drive, converting on third downs. This time 2 backs in the backfield. The one on the left is Hewitt, and Hassan will keep it on the sweep, running left side. That hole closed quickly as it picks up 2 yards maybe to the 13. And now they have a decision to make. If they're going to try their first field goal of the season, Clayton Perez was 5 of 6 on PATs, missed 1 last week. Looks like they're staying on the field. Going to go for it on 4th and 4. Ball on the Cyclone 13-yard line. Ball on the left hash here. Clock is rolling. Nearing 2:15, an empty backfield. Palmer back to pass. It's closing quickly, and he's going to be sacked and dropped back at the 21-yard line. You know those quick drop backs, you better throw it quick, because if it's not there, that's going to happen. You're going to get sacked.
And that's number 45, Jackson Booker.
Booker,
I mean.
Yeah. There's been enough Bookers come through here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so Booker with the sack, and Russellville holds on downs. And what a play there. And that's where, you feel challenged as a defense. Hey, you're going to go for it on 4th and 4 when that could have easily been a field goal attempt. And now Russellville will take over at their own 21-yard line. So a lot of yards for both teams on the first drive, nearing 50 for both teams. But both drives end in a turnover on downs. The Cyclones back out on the field. Nicholas Hallmark is going to be in there almost at that left tight end spot. Tight formation with the S-back forward. Right behind him, number 20. Empty backfield. Man in motion is Olsen. They're going to hand it off. No, they're going to pull it on the sweep, and Luke Jones is going to pick up 2 yards as they put him at the 23. But see, Jones, when something's not there, Jones, he's so big. What, 6'5"? He can just make yardage when it doesn't seem like there's anything there. He was 5 of 17 running last week. As we said, threw for his first 300-yard game in his career last week. 29 of 53 for 319 and a touchdown. Had that long 49-yard touchdown pass to Brown. Second down and long. He'll give this one, no, pull it back again. Here's a throw, completed pass at the 30-yard line, very close to a first down. He had Jacob Espinosa there.
That's a good fake by Jones and a good pass.
Russellville going quickly here on 3rd down and 1. Tight formation, Tebow formation as well, like to say, and Jones has it, and a whole lot more across the 35, just shy of the 40. Pickup of 9 on the play. Russellville kind of faking them out a little bit, going quickly, making them hurry, but I don't know if they stop us anyway on that play, because Jones and that offensive line just pushing forward.
Well, that offensive line just exploded off the ball.
That's the 4th first down for Russellville. We're under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Just the second drive for Russellville in this game. We've had no breaks. Quick first quarter. Ladarius Prince back in the game at running back. They'll pull it from him. Thrown completed pass out to Ford. He's pushed out of bounds just past the 40. They're going to say his knee was down inbounds, so the clock continues to roll. Put him at the 43-yard line, so a pickup of 4 on the play. Second down and 6.
Good gain on that first down.
Jones now 4 of 4 passing for 28 yards. 23 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Tight formation once again. Ford angling back, 3 receivers to the left side, but it's going to be Ladarius Prince straight up the middle, and that might be the last play of the quarter as he gets past the 45 to the 47. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2, and that's going to be it for the first quarter. We'll take a break. We have no score after 1 quarter play. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in. Like #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today. River Valley Tractor, 702 Weir Road in Russellville. Your Kubota dealer.
Thank you for your service.
Say no to high credit card interest and say yes to R&R Tire Express. Did you know that the average interest rate on a credit card is 23%? At R&R Tire Express, there is no interest. Plus, you get 6 months, same as cash. Say yes to R&R Tire Express on East Parkway Drive next to Starbucks in Russellville. For a free quote, text the word tires to 43414.
75 yards of offense in that first quarter. The Panthers 48, Russellville 28 yards passing, 47 rushing. This is the second drive. They turned the first ball over on down, so did Greenbrier. Greenbrier 25 yards passing, 23 rushing. Russellville 15 plays to the Panthers 11. Russellville 2 of 3 on 3rd down conversions. The Panthers 1 of 2, and of course both teams 0 of 1 on 4th down conversions. I say that because Russellville's facing a 3rd down conversion try here as we start the second quarter. We have no score. 3rd down and 2 for Russellville as they have the ball at the Panther 47-yard line. This drive started on the 21. Remember, a big sack there by Booker. And that's where this drive started. And we have a little bit of confusion going on here as the sideline judge talking on Russellville's side is now going out to the white hat. I don't know what it could be, actually. They're looking over, and now they're calling over Coach Wheeler.
Oh, see, they've got the ball.
The ball should be at the 47. It should be 3rd and 2. Okay, yeah, they've got it like 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got it really bad messed up. And so they didn't move the sticks. Okay, so they moved the down marker, but not the sticks. Yeah, because it was 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The pass to Ford picked up 4 yards, and then the carry by Prince picked up 4 yards. So we should be facing a 3rd and 2 at the 47. Okay, now they've got it fixed. Now we're ready for the start of the second quarter. Jones brings a man in motion. That's Jacob Espinosa, who crossed the face fake to him, gave it off to Ladarius Prince, and he's wrapped up, I think, maybe a half yard, but he definitely did not get the first down. And, boy, you want to go for it on 4th down. I like that, but this is on your side of the 50. I don't know about this one. They gave him the line of scrimmage, so no gain, 4th and 2. Ball at your own 47-yard line. This would be a tough one to go for it. Bo Mosley is the regular punter last week.
They're going to go for it, I think.
All right. They are at least going to try. Into the game over on the far side, wide receivers, Thompson. Hard count. You never know. Maybe get him to jump. He's at 9, and now Jones backing up a little bit more. This may be a pooch kick. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. He's going to catch it. He is going to pooch kick, and I like this because nobody's back there to return it. Just got to chase it down. Get down there. It rolls inside the 5 into the end zone. Oh, if it could have just held up a little bit more. When we needed the field to be a little muddy, it wasn't. So the pooch kick by Luke Jones goes into the end zone, 53-yard punt, but the Panthers will start at their own 20-yard line.
That's a good call, though.
Yeah, I agree. 11-10 left to play here in the second quarter. We have no score. The Panthers now take over for their second drive. They had 48 yards on their first drive. Their quarterback, Jack Palmer, was 2 of 3, 25 yards on that first drive. And Enoch Hassan, 5 carries, 24 yards. Again, rushed for almost 300 yards last week and 3 touchdowns against Warren. And the Lumberjacks, no pushover. Greenbrier won that game 41-34. Hassan in there very close to Palmer. Russellville shifting around. They have one down lineman. Pressure coming from the outside. Palmer, nothing left. He throws back to the right. It's a jump ball, and it's going to be intercepted by Russellville at the 49-yard line. That is Matthew Mergel.
Yeah.
He cut inside the receiver. It hung up just enough. They were going to Dawson McFadden. Mergel there with a pickoff.
Ball was just a little bit short, but he played it just right. Great turnover by that defense.
Yeah, turnovers are always great, but when you look at it and you're getting the ball on their side of the 50, that's even better. But I really like how he undercut that. Yeah, it was underthrown, but he didn't just stay behind the receiver. He cut in front of him, totally played the ball. And the first miscue of the game goes to Greenbrier. Palmer, his second interception on the season. He threw one last week against Warren. And Russellville back out on offense. Two receivers stacked in single file line on the right side. It's a reverse. Back to Luke Jones. Flag flies. Luke going for a man downfield. It's complete at the 25 and out of bounds. Malachi Varnell, but we're going to have to check this flag. This may be coming back. Russellville ran a reverse and back to the quarterback, Jones. And Coach Wheeler getting the explanation before the man in the white hat. This is coming back. It had gone down to the 25. It was going to be about a pickup of 25 yards there, as he was pushed out of bounds just shy of the 20. But it is going to be against Russellville, and it's holding. And I think it was out there on the wide receiver side, not inside on the line. So it's 10 yards from the spot. Hey, I was told the new rule this year is, of course, this one didn't happen, but if there's a holding penalty behind the line of scrimmage, it's still going to be 10 yards from the spot. Now, I don't know if that's truly the case, but I was told that by an official, a high school official, so we'll wait and see as the season plays out. But this one did happen at the line of scrimmage, 10 yards, so 1st and 20, but it wipes out a big gain where that would have put Russellville inside the red zone. 1st and 20. Play action. Jones out on the flat. Completed pass. And this is Ford. That's getting pushed back, I think. I can't tell if that was 20. And after the whistle, they kind of slung him down a little bit, but he pops right back up. Couldn't tell who caught that over on that far side. Is number 19, Jeremiah Ross Thompson.
Yeah.
So, hey, you don't have to get all 20 of it on one play. It was 1st and 20. Pick up 6 yards there. Make it 2nd and 14. I mean, you don't want a holding penalty. But the good part of it was just first down. So Russellville can make this up with 2 more shots at it. Empty backfield as Callahan motions out. They're looking him, fakes the screen left, comes back with a screen right. And Greenbrier played it perfect as they push us back behind the line of scrimmage back to our 41. So we lose yardage on the pass to Thompson.
Yeah, they didn't go for the quarterback. Jones looked off, and they didn't go for that.
It was designed to do that, and I said we did a good job picking up 6. We lost 6 on that play, so 3rd down and 20. Russellville needs the Panther 39 for a first down. We have no score, under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They're showing blitz on the far side. Jones, they pick it up. He throws, he hits it, he throws, and it's going to be incomplete. The receiver broke off his route, so miscommunication there, but Jones had to get rid of it as he took one right in the stomach. And Russellville will have to punt. Boy, that penalty really hurt the Cyclones because, look, they did what you like to do. They get a turnover right around midfield. You either like the bomb or the trick play. They did it, got whistled for the hold. And a costly penalty on the first penalty on the game, and the Cyclones will have to punt it away. This time with more traditional punting style, and into the game to punt will be Jesus Perez. Jesus, the field goal kicker, PAT kicker. He's also a wide receiver and a great kid. I realize I know a lot of these kids, but Jesus is a great kid. High snap, athletic move to get that up, and he'll kick it straight up in the air. This one's going to be short, but he had to do everything he could just to field the punt, or field the snap. And let's see, that's going to be down, and Greenbrier touched it.
Yeah,
Greenbrier
they touched it.
Russellville recovered it. And we're going to wait and see what the call is. The Cyclones thing, hey, Greenbrier touched it, so it's a live ball because they did not have control. It's to our 49-yard line, so a very short punt. Again, Jesus Perez had the sky to get that. It was almost over his head. It bounced back. A Panther touched it down, but that should be a live ball, I think. They're talking about this right now. The Cyclones recovered it, but we're waiting to see what the call is.
Oh, my.
It goes as an 8-yard punt. And Coach Wheeler's talking, saying, why is that not a live ball?
They did not call for a fair catch.
Well, no, it was bounced.
Yeah.
And it was one of the linemen that actually did this. And the Cyclones, they either not getting an explanation or not getting the explanation that they want. I'll put it that way. I think that's safe to say. So maybe they said that the Cyclones touched it. I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out later. But the Panthers with the break here on the short punt. Again, great job by Perez just to get it off in time before it was blocked. But Greenbrier takes over at our 49-yard line. They're going to give it to Enoch Hassan. He'll get straight up the gut, and he'll pick up positive yards to the 46. But did you notice how they've been running Hassan, and then they stopped? It was working, then they completely stopped. I don't understand why teams stop that. You know, something's working. Why do you stop it? He'll get to the 46-yard line, a pickup of 3 yards on the play.
I think we'll see a lot of him on this series.
Yeah, he's got 6 carries for 27 yards. Would have thought they saw him on last series, and they tried to throw it deep. Hassan's going to take it on the sweep, and he runs into a pile, and he comes out of the pile, gets past the 40 to the 39-yard line. I think that's going to be enough for the first down for the Panthers. If it's short by about a half a yard. Well, I think they got it. They're marking it third down, but I think they got it. Now they're waving them forward. I thought if you got the 39, they definitely got it. And so first down for Greenbrier at the Cyclone 39-yard line. Under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. We have no score. You know, several people talked to me this week, what do you think about the game? And I said, I think it might be high scoring because both teams scored a lot last week. We're scoreless right here, halfway through the second quarter. Palmer, the quarterback. Will it be Hassan again? It will be straight up the middle. He'll pick up a couple of yards to the 36-yard line. This is how they started the first drive of the game. They gave it to him 3 straight times before then. They started rolling out a little bit and moved the ball down, turned the ball over on downs. Their second possession was a one-play interception that we picked off right at midfield. They're looking at 2nd down and 7 here at the Cyclone 36-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield. Last time they did this, they motioned 1 out. We'll see what they do here, and Coach Wheeler wants to take a timeout. We'll take a quick break. 7:43 left to play here in the first half. We have no score. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Whether marching in the band, cheering from the sidelines, or running plays on the gridiron, teamwork is essential. High school sports teach students teamwork both on and off the field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman. I approve this message to say thank you to the coaches and teachers who are preparing the next generation to be team players, and best wishes to all student athletes learning to be teammates in the game of life.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
High school football on Thursday night. Cyclones were supposed to play a junior high game tonight. They've shuffled the schedule around. The Whirlwinds will actually have their home opener a week from tonight as they host Hot Springs Lakeside Junior High. And then the next night, a week from tomorrow, Russellville will have their home opener hosting Sylvan Hills. We have no score. 7:43 left to play in the first half. The Cyclones taking a timeout there. The first timeout of the game. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Greenbrier at our 36-yard line. The third drive of the game for the Panthers. The Panthers will get the ball to start second half. I know there's over 7 minutes left, but the way this has been going, it's been a quick first half. Back to passes, Palmer. A screen pass, bubble screen. Ball's in the air, and it's going to be covered up by the quarterback back at the 46. It was a completed pass and then a fumble backwards 5 more yards. I was waiting to see if they said incomplete, and I didn't see him say incomplete.
No. Boy, he got hit good. I couldn't tell who actually hit the receiver.
Yeah, and that's a completed pass for negative yards. It pushes them back. It's a completed pass to number 12, Eric Hewitt. He got popped, and they lost. They were going to lose yardage anyway. That was back at the 41. It was going to be a 5-yard loss. Because of the 5-yard fumble, they end up losing 10 yards on the play. So 3rd and 17 at the Cyclone 46-yard line. Palmer back to pass. Max Pertek. He's got time. He's going to throw deep. Got a man down the field open to complete at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Greenbrier. I think that's Salter Mahan. And he was running free down the middle of the field. 46 yards on the touchdown pass from Jack Palmer to Mahan. Mahan's second touchdown reception of the season and the 4th touchdown pass of the season for Palmer.
A little breakdown in the defense in that secondary.
Yeah, there was no defensive back or no safety back there playing in the middle of the field. Like I said, they had Max Pertek back there and took a shot. It worked. They lead at 6-0. The extra point by Clayton Preza is good. 7-0. Greenbrier leads. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat on Dover Square has a new summer menu and even more entertainment for the whole family. Like game night on Mondays and karaoke on Tuesdays. Thursday, try the new prime rib and live bands Thursday through Saturdays. So bring the whole family to Matt Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat. Now open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner Monday through Saturday starting at 6:30 a.m. Wednesday, we close a little early at 3. 9 p.m. all other nights, and Sunday buffet 11 to 3. Holidays may affect these hours. Come see us at Matt Daddy's Old Town Meat and Eat on the Dover Square.
We're celebrating a play by Malachi Varnell on the loss yardage on the play, but then turned around and Greenbrier scores on the next play. A 46-yard touchdown pass from Palmer to Mahan. We'll give you the details of the scoring drive here in just a moment. But they lead at 7-0, and we're looking here, getting ready for the kickoff. Again, Russellville bunched up over on the far side. This is kind of how we started the game, looking at it, seeing what they were going to do. And Greenbrier also bunched up. They have the ball on the right hash mark, getting ready to kick off. 7-0, the Panthers lead. Again, we'll give you the details on that touchdown drive. Well, we thought we had them. Had it 3rd and 17, and the Panthers end up scoring. They got to hurry there. They got a play clock on the kickoff, and it's already down to 7. Preza will kick this one. Wobbly line drive, and Russellville's going to let it go. And it hugged the sideline and all the way into the end zone. I would have bet a few dollars that was going to go out of bounds. Russellville will have the ball at the 20-yard line. On that scoring summary, they go 49 yards in 5 plays, 2 minutes, 23 seconds. Again, Russellville with that big play by Malachi Varnell to set up 3rd and 17, but it was Palmer to Salter Mahan for a 46-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was good by President. It hurts even worse, the fact that we had them on 3rd and 17. That just makes it absolutely worse, but we're down by 17. You want to get some points here, a touchdown, a field goal, something, because remember, Greenbrier is going to get the ball to start the second half. We have 6:53 left here in this first half, a quick first half. Here comes the Cyclone offense at the 20 on the left hash mark. Jones with an empty backfield. As I say that, Ladarius Prince. Play action to him as he rolled in front. Pass complete to Ford. He's running out of the corner here. He gets outside the 30-yard line to about the 33. Good play there as they got the defense going one way, went the other direction with the football.
Yeah, good pass by Jones. Good catch and a fantastic run afterwards.
Luke Jones now 7 of 8 for 41 yards. That's Ford's second catch for 17 as that goes for 13. A first down for the Cyclones at the 33-yard line. 2 receivers to the left and then 1 S back over on the left side. That's the wide side of the field. Here's a running back as Ladarius Prince gets it, and he'll get to the 35-yard line. If you look at that play, when he got the ball from Luke Jones, Luke pushed him, said, hey, now go. With his handed off with the left hand, pushed him with the right. Prince picks up a couple to the 35-yard line. You don't have to get in a hurry here. You got 2 timeouts nearing the 6-minute mark. If you do score, you don't want to give them enough time to do something with it. But you do have to have a purpose here. Prince, the running back, to the right of Jones. Play action to him. Jones, plenty of time. He's going to take a shot. He's got Brown down there, and it's going to be overshot. And is it intercepted? They say yes. He caught it at the 20-yard line. It is picked off there by Parker Roberts, who was playing a little bit behind the receiver. Ball was just a tad overthrown, and Greenbrier gets the interception.
And you have to give credit to that defender. He reached out and just grabbed the ball. He just a good defensive play, but
yeah, he had to dive for it. And so now Greenbrier gets Russellville's first turnover of the game. And Russellville had a turnover from Greenbrier on Greenbrier's side of the 50. Nothing doing with that one. Let's see if the Cyclone defense can come up big here. 5:43 left to play here in the first half. The Cyclones trailing 7-0. That was a really good play by Parker Roberts, diving for that. Now they have plenty of time and 3 timeouts, and now we have a whistle flag. We got our first flag on Greenbrier. This will be their first penalty, a false start. I say that one was hard to miss, but if you were watching the game last week,
yeah,
when Morrilton's second touchdown, they had a wide receiver almost could put his hand down. He went forward so much well before the snap and scored the touchdown. That one didn't get called, so kudos to the official here for making the call. 1st and 15 for the Panthers. Play action for Palmer. He's looking left, nothing there. Now he'll throw across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. He threw it in. There was nobody wide open there. He had 4 receivers in the area and 4 Cyclones. So, in fact, it was so clogged up, I don't know who he was throwing it to. It could be McFadden, number 88, or it could have been, is that Trenton Mosley? I think it might have been Mosley he was going to. 2nd down and 15. Remember, after the false start penalty, clock stopped. 5:34 left.
Barnell was back there also.
Yeah. Look at Booker, number 45 there. He's coming in from that other side, but they're going to run away from him. And Hassan now breaking free at the 20, 25. Just gets shy of the 30-yard line, and he's got the first down, I believe, depending on the spot. I think he's got it. Nope, it's about a half yard short. They're going to go quickly, kind of like the Cyclones did. Russellville running off players. They do get off in time. Hassan gets the carry. He's got the first down across the 30 to the 32. They'll stop the clock long enough just to move the chains. Good job by Peter to get off the field in time to not get the penalty.
That number 6, Haney's on that stop.
Yeah, Haney didn't play last week because he was injured. Good to see him out there, the junior. Played quite a bit last year as a sophomore.
That's 2 tackles in a row he's made.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Russellville trailing 7-0. Ball at the 32-yard line of the Panthers. 1st and 10. Oh, they snapped it, and Palmer wasn't ready for it, but it hit him right in the midsection. He'll hand it off to Hassan, and nothing there. Greenbrier very fortunate they didn't fumble that football. And somehow they came up with a yard on the play. Hassan now 11 carries for 55 yards. Enoch Hassan, 5'8", 180, just a junior. And we saw him last year, rush for 100 yards against us, but Russellville trailed 17-0 last year after 3 quarters of play against Greenbrier, which was a conference game last year. And Russellville scored 3 touchdowns in the final quarter, won it 21-17. It is 2nd down and 9, empty backfield for Palmer. He's looking right back left with a screen pass. Ball's tipped and incomplete. Boy, Jerron Brown was there, and he's doing the right thing. He's trying to make the tackle, but, boy, that ball popped in the air, and I was hoping he was looking back for it. He laid a lick on Trenton Mosley, though.
Well, that's a dangerous pass right there.
Yeah, there was traffic. I mean, that was not wide open. Clock has stopped here, 3rd down and 9. 4 minutes left to play here in the first half. Cyclones going with a stand-up Haney on the defensive end. Here comes the blitz up the middle. Back to pass. Palmer, now he's running for his life, just backpedaling. He's going to heave it up in the air. It's a jump ball, and it's going to be incomplete. Russellville had a diving attempt at it over on that far side. I couldn't tell who it was. It was a close.
38.
All right, for Russellville, number 38?
Yeah.
Okay, it's number 38. That's Cash Booker, the sophomore. 2 Bookers on the field there, and they're going to have to punt the ball away.
Good series for that defense. Varnell's going back along with Prince.
Russellville in a punt safe formation. What I mean is they don't have a bunch of guys on the line, almost like a 3 linebacker set. Set up more of a return just to make sure they get the ball here. Fair catch called for at the 30-yard line, and Prince dropped it, but he fell on top of it there at the 30-yard line. It's a 37-yard punt with no return. So the defense did their job after the turnover. They get the ball back on not quite a 3-and-out because of the penalty and the first down, but close enough. Didn't allow them to get many yards, and the Cyclone offense back on the field at their own 30. Still plenty of time, 3:42 and 2 timeouts. Like to do something with it here just to get some points on the board. Luke Jones will give it to Sam Callahan on the sweep, running right side. If you want to bring him down with an arm tackle, he'll get almost to the 40-yard line before they push him back. You're not going to stop Sam with that. And pickup of 9 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Clock rolling.
Give credit to number 24. He did a fantastic block on that defensive back.
Clock rolling, 3:19 left. So, again, you get your 4-minute offense out there. 2nd down and 1. Cyclones taking their time a little bit here. 18 seconds on the play clock. Not huddling up, but checking the sideline to Coach Gunner, the OC. 2 receivers to the left. Man in motion. They'll fake it to Olsen. Now rolling to right. Luke Jones running out of room. He's going to take a shot downfield for Ford. It's complete but out of bounds. Well, then he dropped it. Didn't matter. He was out of bounds.
Little pushing going on there. Could have been a flag, but.
Well, that stops the clock here with 2:52 left to play, and the Cyclones need a yard. Now, if you get the yard here, the clock will stop just long enough to move the chains. You're not worried about that. You want the first down. More like a Tebow formation. The Cyclones going to keep it. Jones has it easy. He needed the 40. He got that easy before he got even touched, and he'll get to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, they thought he was going to go up the middle, and he broke to the right, and there was nobody there.
The 6th first down for the Cyclones. He gets to the 43, a pickup of 4 yards on the play. He's got 6 carries, 24 yards. Clock now rolling here. 2:45 left in the first half. Cyclones trailing by a touchdown. Jones, a little hard count. You hand it off to Callahan. No, he's going to call his own number straight up the middle. He's into Panther territory. Takes a big lick there at the 48. Not enough for the first down. I say that because that means the clock continues to roll as the Cyclones get to the 48, a pickup of 9 yards on the play. Clock rolling, 2nd down and 1. Now Russellville checking the side. Still, they're thinking plenty of time here. We got 2 timeouts. The game clock at 2:10. Jones with the running back right behind him. He's looking left. He's got a pass complete to the far side to Olsen. He's got the first down. He gets to the 40, 35, and just shy of the 30. They're going to stop it to move the chains. I think they're going to mark him down at the 31.
Again, a good run after catching that pass.
And now we have an injury timeout by Greenbrier. Greenbrier player down back at the 38-yard line. 6. Okay. Number 6 out there for Greenbrier. That's Ethan Smith, their defensive back out there. 1:56 left to play here in the first half. The ball is placed down at the 31-yard line. It was a 17-yard pickup there. The first reception by Olsen in the game. Gets that first down, and, hey, just kept going down the sideline or down that side before the play was over. And Russellville with their 7th first down of the game. We're going to keep it right here as we have an injury timeout. The Cyclones 1st and 10 will have it. Still with a couple timeouts, 1:56 left. Coming up at halftime, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on across the campus with different sports. We also want to tell you that we'll have our Cyclone history stuff. The only thing we won't have normally is we won't have scores. But we do want to kind of highlight some games going on tomorrow night. And we'll talk about the 6A West, what happens last week. There's some big games last week in 6A West, and a really big one that you might not think about coming up in 6A West tomorrow night. You know, the games with bad blood, they're always the best ones. And there's might be one tomorrow night in the 6A West. And I'm not talking about Greenwood and Northside. He walked off. Okay, thank you, Chase. Chase Canfield, media team member. He's always keeping me up to date. And now the clock rolling because it was not out of bounds play, so 1:53 and counting. Russellville 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line of the Panthers. Jones rolling out to his right. He pumps. Now he fires to the side. It's going to be in and out of the hands. Really low catch attempt, though, by Marcellus Olsen. That'll stop the clock with 1:42 left on the incomplete pass.
A good fake by Jones. Had that defensive line going to the right, and he broke to his right.
And you wonder if he had to short on that a little bit because of the pump fake. It wasn't quite ready to pull the trigger on that, and you just wonder if that affected that pass. The clock is stopped here, 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line of the Panthers. Callahan, the running back, they're showing blitz. A delay draw to Sam Callahan. He's going to be wrapped up at around the 30-yard line. A pickup of 1 on the play, and we might have a timeout here. Do we? Nope, the clock is rolling. 1:28. I heard an extra whistle, and I thought maybe so. But 3rd down and 9. Cyclones have the ball at the 31, so 3rd and 10 actually. They gave him no gain. Clock is rolling. 1:15 left. Play clock at 22, but we're looking at the game clock right now. 3rd and 10 for the Cyclones. Jones will hand it off here. Running to the side here, Callahan puts his foot in the ground. He gets inside the 30, stacked up at about the 25-yard line. Blow it dead, come on. There's a minute left, and the Cyclones want to call timeout. They finally get the play done where they can call timeout with 58 seconds left. Now, there's a player for Greenbrier down. Okay, no, it is going to be a timeout. Say if it's an injury timeout, you don't have to get charged that timeout. And I thought Russellville was arguing that play, like, hey, we didn't call timeout. They had a player down, and they did. And so that's what's off the clock. So Russellville still with 2 timeouts left. We're looking at 4th down and 5 at the 26-yard line. And Coach Wheeler is talking to the official, and he's trying to roll the clock down all the way. 10 seconds on the play clock, 44 seconds on the game clock, and now they're going to blow it dead. They run off a few more, 42 seconds, and now the Cyclones will use the timeout here. And you say, why use the timeout here? Because Russellville wants to make sure what they're going to do here on 4th down and 5. So we're going to keep it right here because I don't want to miss a play here. If the Cyclones try a field goal here, okay, from the 26-yard line, it would be about a 43-yard field goal attempt. Now, Jesus Perez has that. Now, he's got that leg normally. But heading into last week's game, he had a little hamstring issue, and they were trying to be very careful with that because, boy, the hamstring, a lot of times the only thing that cures it is time. But normally, Jesus Perez showed that off last year and the year before, kicking for the junior high. He's a sophomore this year. He did hit a field goal last week of 22 yards, but this one would be 43. So they're talking it over. I think they're going to go for it. What do you think?
I think they probably will. What you don't want to do is leave a lot of time for Greenwood in case you fail on this 4th down. But I was watching Jesus hit in practice, and he was from about 35 to 40 yards. He was hitting pretty good. So they may go for a field goal here. But the way they're talking with that offensive unit.
Well, I'm looking for number 27, and I don't see him. And so when they break the huddle, there is no Jesus Perez out there. Regularly, he's a wide receiver too. But the Cyclones are going to go for it here on 4th down and 5 against the Greenbrier defense. Ball at the Panther 26-yard line. And we'll see if the Panthers want to call timeout once the Cyclones get set up. They don't. They're jumping around a little bit, motioning the outside. Jones back to pass on 4th down and 5. Throwing across the middle. It's going to be incomplete or intercepted, one of the two. They call it intercepted. They do. Intercepted inside the 10 at the 6-yard line, so the Cyclones will turn the ball over here.
I don't know if the receiver slipped or fell down or was pushed down, but the defender was right where the ball was being thrown to.
And that turns the ball over. We'll see what they want to do, but it goes deep in our own end, or in their own end at about the 6-yard line. No return on the play. It was a sliding catch. You know, it looked like it was overthrown is what it looked like. And if Greenbrier been thinking maybe they would have just dropped it on purpose. You don't really want to intercept that because it was going to be 4th down. They'll have the ball at their own 6-yard line, and this may mean they just try to run out the clock with 40 seconds left. They're going to hand it off to Hassan. Maybe he breaks one. That's probably what they're thinking. He will get across the 15-yard line and enough for the 1st down, so this will stop the clock to move the chains. And you get a 1st down, maybe they start moving it around a little bit. They have 3 timeouts, and they are going to go quickly here after the 13-yard pickup. Hassan, the carry once again, trying to bounce this one outside. He jukes a man, cuts it back inside to the 25-yard line. And we'll see if Greenbrier lets the clock roll out. No, they're going to call timeout with 14 seconds left after the 6-yard gain. 14 seconds left the first half. We'll take a break. Cyclones trail at 7-0. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now, and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, an on-site health clinic, annual bonus programs, and more. Check out lexicon-inc.com/football and help us build America
Welcome back. 14 seconds left to play here in the first half. The Cyclones trailing at 7-0, and we got Arkansas Tech score leading at 17-10. They're probably still in the first half. They're playing over in Russellville. We're here at Greenbrier, and we probably got one, maybe two more plays here in this first half. Greenbrier, though, calling timeout after the 6-yard pickup by Enoch Hassan, who's got 13 carries and 74 yards here in the first half. They have two more timeouts if they want to do something with it. They have the ball at their own 25-yard line. On the sweep, it's crossed the 30 and 35-yard line before being drugged down, and that'll stop the clock there, as I think that was number 25. No, that number 16 there with Lucas Thompson on the carry. I don't think he had a carry at all or reception last week, but he gets to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Clock with 7 seconds left. It'll start when they set the change. It should have already started unless they called him out of bounds. I guess they did, because it stopped with 7 seconds left. And Greenbrier taking their time. 12 seconds on the snap clock here, and 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Jack Palmer back to pass. Russellville brought blitz, plenty of time, and pick it up, and he's going to roll to his right. This will be the last play. He's going to throw across the middle. It's complete to Hassan at the 45-yard line. He'll be stacked up, won't quite make the midfield. Odd play there. If you roll to your right and run out the clock, you figure he's going to heave it downfield. Nope, a little short underneath pass to Hassan, and that's how the first half concludes, as they pull him down at the 49-yard line. So after the first half, Greenbrier leads the Cyclones 7-0. We'll take a break. Come back with your halftime show. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Welcome back, Hog fans, for more scratching action from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. This is looking like a good one.
First appearance of the dime we've seen all season, Tom.
The luck is thick in here tonight. After all that scratching, she's a winner!
The Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. Every day's a chance to win big. Pick up a ticket today. This is winning. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Looking for a college that offers exceptional opportunities close to home? For over 150 years, Lyon College has been the launch pad for successful careers right here in Arkansas. With a strong academic reputation, competitive athletics, and a stunning campus in beautiful Batesville, Lyon College is dedicated to shaping graduates who make a difference in their communities. Discover what Lyon has to offer by visiting lyon.edu. Lyon College, building a better world starting in Arkansas.
Since 1957, Arkansas Capital has been empowering entrepreneurs, helping businesses thrive, watching communities prosper, and making dreams become reality. Arkansas Capital is a beacon of hope for businesses seeking a fresh start or growth capital by providing a variety of financing solutions. But Arkansas Capital isn't just a financing corporation. We're your partners in growth. Put our 145 years of combined experience to work for you. With over $500 million in loans to facilitate projects, Arkansas Capital is dedicated to your success. Learn more at arcapital.com. That's arcapital.com.
We all have our traditions, from Friday night lights to Saturday morning hunts. These are the traditions we pass down to the next generation. Now, we might have hung up our cleats a long time ago, but come tomorrow morning, we can still put on our camo and hunter orange, because some traditions last a lifetime. Get your hunting license and enjoy a season of memories, both on the field and in the woods. This message is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Hunt natural.
KCJC Dartmouth, Russellville. It's all of today's best country on River Country. KCJC.
An EAB Media Group radio station.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium. The Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier. Call our friends at Alathus Realty. We're at halftime. The Cyclones trailing Greenbrier by a score of 7-0. What's your thoughts of the first half?
Well, we're moving the ball. That's a good thing. We're running the ball good. We're having success on short passes. In that first half, the penalty on that long pass, that hurt us. What we need to do, I think, is just tighten our defense a little bit in the secondary. Just don't let them throw a bomb on us like they did before. This Assad that's running for them, Hassan, or however you pronounce his name, I don't think you can stop this guy. He is that good. He's that strong. What we need to do, though, is just keep him from breaking the long one. And but we're playing good defense. We're playing good defense against him. We're putting pressure on the quarterback at times. We've already picked off one of his passes. So overall, I think the Cyclones are staying in there. They're hanging in there. They're looking good on offense. And we just need a break here or there, and we can tie this score up and possibly win.
I appreciate you joining us. If you're listening to us on KCJC 102.3, if you're watching us on the Cyclone Booth YouTube page or through the EAB app, I want to tell you that, of course, you can do the same thing with Arkansas Tech. You can also do the same. You get the EAB app, you can look at a bunch of different teams across the state. You got the Rice Birds, you got Valley View, Jonesboro, all across the state. Of course, Atkins and Dardanelle, and that's all through the EAB app. We are going to have stats for you later on during our halftime show. We're also going to post them on our Facebook page. So if you go to the Facebook page and look for Cyclone Booth, we'll be posting those here in a few minutes. Last week in our conference in the 6A West, Van Buren defeated Alma in a rivalry game 37-27. Greenwood beat Bentonville West. Siloam shut out Heritage. Siloam with a new coach. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. Portsmouth Southside in a rivalry game of their own beat Northside 34-27. Mountain Home beat Missouri West Plains 43-21. Shiloh Christian pounded Farmington 47-6. Lakeside edged Lake Hamilton 34-29. Of course, our score, Russellville lost to Morrilton. Now, tomorrow night, one of the biggest games that you might not realize is Alma going up to Siloam Springs. Siloam Springs' new coach is Coach Doug Lockridge, who used to be a defensive coordinator at Russellville, and then he coached Charleston, but he coached Alma and then was their athletic director for a long time, leaves Alma, goes to Siloam Springs this year. He's already picked up his first victory, and that stops quite a bit of losing. I don't know when the last time, to be honest with you, Siloam Springs had a winning record, but they got one now, and that's something to cheer about for Siloam Springs fans, 1-0. But they're going to play at Alma, and that's – the only thing that might make that game better is if it was at Alma, but it's going to be at Siloam Springs, so that's going to be an interesting game. Now, Northside is at Greenwood. The other rivalry game is Mountain Home against Harrison, a non-conference game, but those two teams don't like each other, and not just football, in any sport. They don't like each other. Shiloh Christian's at Little Rock Christian. Remember, Shiloh upset Little Rock Christian last year. Lake Hamilton hosts Little Rock Southwest, and Van Buren is hosting Springdale. Portsmouth Southside is open. Now, we had a 9-team conference last year, counting us. It goes back to your more traditional 8-team conference. That's why you get 7 conference games and then 3 non-conference games. And Little Rock Christian of Pulaski Academy, they move up to Class 7A. Greenbrier, right here, they moved down to 5A. So we lost 3. We pick up 2. The 2 new ones is Shiloh Christian. We've never played them before. And then Fort Smith Southside, we have played them before, and so they jump up in our conference again, at least for the next 2 years, and then every 2 years, everything is kind of redone by the AAA. As far as games in the Valley going on tomorrow night, Dardanelle is at Elkins, Clarksville and Lamar are open, Charleston's at Pottsville, Dover's at Atkins, big game there, Danville at JC Westside, Perryville's at Hector, and Two Rivers is at Baptist Prep. Coming up during our halftime show, coming up next, we're going to talk a little about some other sports on campus of Russellville School District, and we'll give you some halftime stats that is coming. Cyclones trail it here at halftime against Greenbrier, 7-0. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Our citizens have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century, and through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery, yours. Learn more at baptist-health.com. Baptist Health, for you, for life.
From your first paycheck to your first home. Starting your own business or celebrating your retirement. We're here for all of life's important moments. At Simmons Bank, our modern banking solutions make managing your finances effortless and efficient, so you can focus on what matters most. Simmons Bank, proud supporter of the moments that matter. SimmonsBank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender, all accounts subject to approval.
What does it feel like to know it matters to others how you're doing? What's weighing on your mind? That you're happy right now, that your body's healthy, and that those around you are taken care of too. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of Arkansans for more than 75 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind. so you and the ones you love can live your best life your whole life long. Take good care, Arkansas.
Children grow up so fast, but it takes just a moment to plan for their future and their education. Start saving for your child or grandchild today with the Arkansas Brighter Future 529 plan. It's a new name, but the same great way to grow education savings. From pre-K to college or school. Visit brighterfuturedirect529.com.
To learn more about the Arkansas 529 plan, its investments, objectives, risks, and costs, read the official statement available at brighterfuturedirect529.com. Paid for by the Arkansas Brighter Future Fund Committee.
Welcome back. The Cyclones trailing it here at halftime by a score of 7-0 against Greenbrier. We want to talk to you a little bit. We always like to highlight the other sports going on, and we'll try to do that at halftime. And high school volleyball is actually playing tonight, coached by Ashley Jackson. The Lady Cyclones, though, coming up this next week, will host Pottsville on Monday at Cyclone Arena. That'll be at 4:30. They turn it right around, and they got two big games, and not just two big games, they have two big road games right after that. So they host Pottsville on Monday, 4:30, and then they turn around and go to Harrison the next day on Tuesday, and then at Greenwood on Thursday. Huge matchups, early conference matchups for the Lady Cyclone volleyball team. In tennis this past week on Tuesday, the Cyclone tennis team defeated Siloam 5-3, tied Harrison 4-4. They're at Van Buren tonight. Now they're going to have a quad match on Tuesday at the Cyclone courts. You're not been, you need to go check it out. It's free and it's fantastic to watch the kids play. It'll be a quad match involving Van Buren, Farmington, and Shiloh. That'll be at just kind of a little bit north of Cyclone Arena there at Cyclone courts, and that begins at 3:30. And golf action, the boys and girls golf team was in action on Wednesday at the 5A West Showcase. That was hosted by Van Buren, but it was at Eagle Crest in Alma. Lady Cyclone golf team won. They didn't just win. Their 1 through 4 actually placed 1 through 4 overall. Susanna Mann shot 4 under and shot a 67. Chloe McSpadden shot 77, Macy Cooper 79, and Aspen Farley an 86. The Lady Cyclones beat Harrison, their next closest competitor, by 40 strokes in that game. Now the boys, coming off some injuries, tied with Van Buren for second place. Harrison won the tournament. Riley Davis shot a 73, Caleb Malin and Lawson Lewis each with a 76. Both the Cyclones and Lady Cyclones golf team will host a big match on Wednesday at Russellville Country Club, an 18-hole match on Wednesday against Mountain Home. Mountain Home projected to be the top team in the conference. Their girls projected to be number 2 in the conference when conference tournament rolls around here in a couple weeks. Big match coming up on Wednesday. We mentioned junior high football. They'll have a home opener. They're 0-1 on the season, but they'll have a home opener a week from tonight at Cyclone Stadium when they host Hot Springs Lakeside. We told you we'd post the stats on our Facebook page. We have, but we'll go through them real quick. In that first half, 134 yards of offense for Russellville, 158 for Greenbrier. The Cyclones 58 yards passing, 76 rushing. Greenbrier 74 yards passing, 84 yards rushing. Greenbrier had one fumble, did not lose it, but they had one interception. The Cyclones had 2 interceptions, so Greenbrier winning the turnover margin. Both teams just penalized one time, one for 10 yards for Russell, one for 5 yards for Greenbrier, but as highlighted, it was a tough penalty that came against Russellville because it negated a trick play right after a turnover, and which would have put us in the red zone. In fact, instead pushed us back into our territory after the 10-yard holding penalty. 3 of 7 on third down conversions for Russellville, 3 of 5 for the Panthers. Neither team has converted a fourth down. Russellville 0 of 2, the Panthers 0 for 1. Individually, Luke Jones, running the football, has run the most times. He got 7 carries for 33 yards. And Sam Callahan 4 carries for 17. Ladarius Prince 5 for 12. And Marcellus Olson 2 for 14. Luke Jones throwing the football 8 of 13 for 58 yards. Does have a couple of interceptions. Receiving, Ford has 2 catches for 17 yards. 17 yards for Olson on 1 catch. And Jacob Espinosa 1 catch for 7 yards. For the Panthers, Jack Palmer is 5 of 10 for 74 yards, 1 interception, and 1 touchdown pass. That's been the game right there. Salter Mahan's 46-yard touchdown pass. That's been his only catch. Enoch Hassan has 13 carries for 74 yards, and that's the stats of the first half. I like to always say total plays because I talked about time possession before, and Coach Wheeler said don't talk about time possession, talk about total plays. It's almost even. Russellville 31 plays and Greenbrier 27. That's your halftime stats. We'll have this moment in Cyclone history coming up, and at our after this break. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Why hold a parade that only goes one block? What in the world is a bathtub race? And how can one town be the training ground for American Pharaoh and the former playground of Al Capone? That's just Hot Springs being Hot Springs. Between thermal waters, thoroughbreds, and the world's shortest St. Patrick's Day parade, this town isn't trying to be unique. It just comes naturally. Come experience this slightly unconventional and completely wonderful place called Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org. When you share the story of your summer vacation, will people lean in or tune out? When you tell them you spent one morning in a 4-story treehouse and that afternoon at the world's largest indoor Tesla coil, you'll have their attention. When you explain that you took your kids on thrill rides and a Sunset Lake cruise in the span of a few hours, they'll be hooked. And when you say you enjoyed a relaxing soak in the city's famous thermal spring water, well, then they'll just be jealous because they didn't go to Hot Springs, Arkansas. For more info, visit hotsprings.org.
For over 70 years, we at the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas have had our game face on. Our passion for delivering reliable, affordable power to every corner of Arkansas is stronger than ever. And with 17 electric distribution cooperatives, we cover more than 60% of Arkansas. That's power to more than 500,000 homes, farms, businesses, winter, spring, summer, and cool fall football Friday nights. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, powering the thrill of Friday night lights.
At Stevens, our philosophy is to invest every dollar as if it were our own, to seize opportunity, to anticipate rather than react, to deliver constant focus in an ever-changing world, and to pursue the objectives of our clients in order to help them reach their financial goals. A proven history of helping companies and individuals. Stevens, member NYSE, SIPC.
Welcome back. We're at halftime. The Cyclones trailing by a score of 7-0. Next week, Cyclones will have their final non-conference game. Been a little while since we've had the 3 non-conference games. Russellville will host Sylvan Hills and then have an off week. This is the first time since 2019 Russellville has opened the season with 2 games on the road. But Sylvan Hills, Russellville has only played 13 times, and most of the time Russellville leads the series, first of all, 7-6, but a lot of times it's come in the playoffs. In fact, the last 3 meetings have been in the playoffs, and the Bears won last time 54-20 back in 2020 in the first round of the playoffs. Last time they met in the regular season was 1986. But as we turn our attention to our Cyclone history, the last time the Cyclones beat Sylvan Hills was in the playoffs, and it was 1994. Russellville had a really good team that year. They went under the direction of Coach Phil Collins. They only allowed 120 points all season long. Think about this. They played 12 games. They were 9-3, 5 shutouts. They had 3 games with a touchdown, between 2 and 7 points allowed. So 8 games that allowed 7 points or less, 5 shutouts. They played Sylvan Hills in the first round of the playoffs, won that game 34-0 in the opening round before losing to Phil McClellan. 120 points. If you take out the loss to McClellan, Russellville had just given up 88 points in 11 games. They lost that McClellan game 32-7, but Russellville was led by Ronnie Merritt, an all-time leading tackler in Russellville school history. That was back in 1994, and your look at Cyclone history. Russellville will host Sylvan Hills next week, and then the off week, and then we get ready for conference. We'll talk a little bit about that when we come back. Cyclones trailing here at the half, 7-0 against Greenbrier. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
College dreams come true at the University of Central Arkansas, especially now with the UCA commitment. This new program provides a debt-free pathway for tuition and fees for Arkansas students whose families earn $100,000 or less a year. And that impacts everything. It's fewer barriers and endless opportunities. Welcome to Bear Country. Learn more about the UCA commitment at uca.edu.
It's sizzling outside, but Saracen Casino's August car giveaway is even hotter. With a price tag of more than $114,000, the Lexus LC500 convertible is absolutely smoking. Just visit Saracen, use your free player's card, and play to win Saracen's most expensive vehicle prize to date. Play often for your chance at winning a red-hot Lexus convertible tomorrow night.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Your business is up against a lot of things these days. Inflation costs, workforce issues, federal overreach. The list of things keeping you up at night keeps getting longer. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas is here to help. We are constantly working to improve the business climate and make Arkansas as competitive as possible. The Arkansas State Chamber Associated Industries of Arkansas works tirelessly for your business so you can rest easy. Join us today.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
Welcome back. The Cyclones are trailing here at the half. They're coming back out on the field, or they're actually back out on the field over in the end zone, but they're waiting for the band to leave so they can get the warm-ups in. Sometimes we see this. We see a lot, even with long halftimes. Teams come back on the field and they give them 3 more minutes. But right now, Russellville on the field here, and with 3:12 on the clock, it looks like. And Russellville warming up on the sideline and back in the end zone trying to get loose. Russellville, as we said, a couple more weeks of non-conference games, open date, and then they open conference. It'll be a home against Van Buren at Greenwood. They have Mountain Home at home. They alternate, it seems like, but then they have 2 back-to-back home games. But they're a home against Mountain Home at Shiloh Christian. Russellville's never played Shiloh Christian before. Then they come back home and host Fort Smith Southside and Silent Springs. They continue to close the season at Lake Hamilton as they did last year. Remember, Russellville beat Lake Hamilton, was hoping for a shot at the playoffs. They were knocked out to a tiebreaker by a collection of 4 points in 2 games. That's what knocked Russellville out of the playoffs. So even with 8 teams, it's still going to be the top 6 teams that will go to the playoffs. So Russellville just needs to at least get in that top 6, and then they can worry about seeding after that. And one of the big ones, Russellville's predicted to be 6th in the top 6, but one of the big ones will be that first conference game against Van Buren. They're predicted to be 7th. I think they just lost their quarterback, too, right before the season started with a season-ending injury. So that'll be a big matchup when we start conference season. Again, that'll be 3 weeks from tomorrow night. Russellville trailing here 7-0. We conclude our halftime show. We'll take a break and be back with the second half. Greenbrier will get the ball to start second half. We'll be out on defense trying to make a play, trailing just by a touchdown, 7-0. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Celebrate with us at Phil Auto as we mark our 49th-year anniversary. You don't want to miss out what we have going on during this great event. Huge discounts and savings on a great selection of Chevrolets, GMC, and pre-owned inventory. Whether you're in the market for a new car, truck, or an SUV, now's the perfect time to find your dream vehicle at the price you'll love. Come see us today and join in on the anniversary excitement. Serving the River Valley since 1975, exit 84, just off I-40, Russell.
Finding your place is more than just a location. It's about discovering your purpose, exploring your passions on a campus that feels like home. At A-State, you can achieve at the highest levels, form lasting relationships, and support the Red Wolves, both on campus and in the wild. Whether you're into research, the arts, healthcare, or maybe something else, there's a place for you at Arkansas State University. Find your place in the pack. Visit astate.edu to learn more.
Little Rock is where you'll be amazed by everything that awaits every member of your family. Explore sites like the Little Rock Zoo or hike to the top of Central Arkansas at Pinnacle Mountain State Park. Learn about the world around us at the Museum of Discovery. And at the Central Arkansas Nature Center, you can see alligators up close right in downtown. You can tour the Oval Office at the Clinton Presidential Library and walk in the footsteps of civil rights pioneers at historic Central High School. One experience and you'll be big on Little Rock. Learn more at littlerock.com today.
Now is a great time to get out and experience an outdoor adventure in the Arkansas Delta Byways region. From hiking to biking to water adventures, we've got them all. Bike, jog, or stroll across the Big River Crossing, the longest public pedestrian bridge across the Mississippi River. Do some fishing or kayaking on Lake Chico, the largest oxbow lake in North America. Explore the beginnings of Arkansas at Arkansas Post National Memorial. Visit deltabyways.com for more ideas.
This ad paid with state and regional funds.
All right, we're back. They added just one more minute to the clock, so we should be getting ready for the second half. I was glad because we were already out there with 3 minutes left, and so I was glad they didn't put 3 more minutes on the clock. Well, you know, we say it, it's not like a broken record, we say it before, but the first drive can really set the tone for the second half. I'm not saying it could be won or lost in there, but Russellville really could use a defensive stop and maybe something emphatic like a 3-and-out or something to start the second half.
You know, during that warm-up, Coach Wheeler was out there talking to the white hat, and I was wondering if he was talking about that punt that we did, and Greenbrier recovered. It possibly looked like they had touched the ball and we'd recovered it. So you could tell he was really intense in talking to him, and White Hat was shaking his head like, yeah, I agree with some of that, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I can think is maybe if they said Russellville touched it, or when Greenbrier touched it, maybe they had a knee down, but I don't know. I think if Greenbrier touches it, it's like a muff punt. It might not be able to be returned, but you can do something with it and recover it. And Russellville did recover, but did not get that. Well, that was big because that led to the touchdown. They scored on that drive.
Yeah.
Remember, it's a 3rd and 17 that they converted on the deep pass. That's really the ball game right there. That 49-yard touchdown pass to Mahan. That's been it. It's 7-0, and Russellville will kick off to start the second half here. It'll be Jesus Perez with 2 men back deep for Greenbrier. They kick this one high, short, end over end. It's going to be fielded at the 28-yard line on the far side across the 30 and tackled just shy of the 40-yard line. And that's Ashton Simmons, I believe. And that's where Greenwood will set up shop to start the second half. A 12-yard return. And I agree, you don't want to kick it back to Hassan back there, so I'm fine with that kickoff.
Yeah, number 56, Bartlett, is one who was in on the stop
Ethan
along with
Bartlett.
a couple others. Bartlett.
Yeah. Greenbrier will start at their own 40, ball on the right hash mark as we are set for the second half. This play took 5 seconds, so they're switching out footballs. That's what took a little bit. Jack Palmer, the quarterback. Low snap, able to handle it. Hand it off to Hassan Russellville, blitzing at the right time. He leans forward to get back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know who made the initial hit, but Cash Booker in there to help clean up.
And Barnell came up and hit him around the ankles.
It's a loss of 1 on the play, back to the 39-yard line, 2nd down and 11. And they'll fake it this time. Palmer rolling, pumps, throws very low, and it's incomplete. He was going to Mahan on that far side. And again, we saw this with Russellville. Now we see it with Greenbrier. Pump, throw, and then it ends up being too low. So that stops the clock, 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. They need right at midfield to get a first down. First drive of the second half. Coming in late, Brandon Flores, number 25. Can play on that defensive line there. He'll come in and replace Jarrett Peter. We'll see if Russellville wants to blitz here on 3rd and 11. They're showing a 3-man front, but I'm looking at Ethan Haney on that top side. Now he's staying up at the end. They're going to come with just 3. Palmer back to pass. He steps up in the pocket. We're going to have a holding penalty, 2 flags down, but they're going to drop him back at the 35-yard line like yesterday's garbage. Holding penalty doesn't matter.
That's number 47, Hallmark. Wrapped him up.
And Nicholas Hallmark, boy, he's got a lot of Cyclone in his blood there with his brother, his father, and grandfather. And he'll get the sack. Russellville will decline the holding penalty. You almost hate the fact that they're trying to mark him back, and Wheeler said, hey, wait a minute. Don't do that. We want the sack. And now they're checking it. Of course you want the sack. You don't want to take the penalty. You decline it. It's a sack. And Wheeler's like, declined the penalty. They were marking it off. Why would you take the 10-yard penalty when you already had a sack that put them back at the 37?
Yeah.
They'll take a 2-yard sack because why would you take the 10-yard penalty? They got third down again. 2-yard sack, it's fourth down, they're punting it. Yeah, I figured that's a no-brainer, but they didn't even ask. All right, so we get it squared away finally. I had to get somebody's attention. Weird that happened. Clayton Preza, left-footed kicker, plenty of time to get this one away, and it's a beauty. It's a long spiral and goes over the head of Russellville. It's going to hit the 10-yard line. Russellville's going to field it back inside the 5. They slip down back at the 1-yard line. They just feet came out from underneath him, and I don't know if our return man thought it was a live ball or not, but it goes all the way back to the 1-yard line, and boy, that one hurts.
That hurt bad.
Yeah. So it's a 61-yard punt, -1 on the return. And so the Cyclones have 99 yards to go. Boy, that kind of sucks the air out a little bit after the 3-and-out brought forth by the defense. The Cyclones will start at their own 1. Okay, they are going to give him the 2. Yeah, the 2-yard line, okay. Yeah, I don't know if it goes into the end zone, but it might there. And we get the 20, but, boy, at the very least, the rule of thumb is don't ever go inside your own 10-yard line. Russellville tight formation. We saw him go under center a couple times last week. They're going to go under center here. Darius Prince running on late to be the tailback. But Luke Jones under center, and he's going to have a quarterback keeper straight up the middle. He might make the 5-yard line there. Just got to get some breathing room. So, like the PA announcer, most of the Panthers are in on the stop. Yeah, he just ran into a pile to get some breathing room. He'll pick up a couple to the 4-yard line. Well, you don't want to think, let's just get room so we can punt it away, but boy, that's kind of behind the 8 ball a little bit. Cyclones trailing 7-0 after the 62-yard punt officially by Preza. That'll help his average. His average after last week was just 21 yards on 2 punts. Cyclones moving in and out some personnel. The play clock's down to 4 seconds. They got to do something with it quick. Marcellus Olson, the running back, 2 seconds. They do get the snap off. Olson, they're going to pull it from him, and Luke Jones straight up the middle, and he's got the first down past the 10. Is stopped at the 14-yard line. That first down is huge.
Well, that faked everybody out.
Now, you don't want to punt from you deep in your own end, so that's big. And they're playing the third down music. I don't think they realize the Cyclones just picked up their 8th first down of the game. They cut it off quick. Somebody said, hey, did you not see the play? That's a first down. A run there by 10 yards for Luke Jones. Got 9 carries, 45 yards. Now, you don't want a 3-and-out where you're standing deep in your own end zone to punt the football away, and now you can figure out, let's make another first down. Busted play here. Jones going to keep it, and he'll pick up maybe a yard to the 15. He went for the fake handoff. The running back was running alongside him, wasn't going for the handoff, so miscommunication somewhere. But he does pick up a yard to the 15-yard line, 2nd down and 9 coming for the Cyclones.
Started off, kind of looked like an option play there.
A little bit. Cyclones taking their time here. They have 3 receivers to the left. The middle receiver is Nicholas Hallmark. 2 receivers to the right, empty backfield for Jones. Back to pass, looking left all the way. Throwing short underneath, complete, shy of the 20. They're going to mark him down at the 18-yard line. Marcellus Olson in on the catch. And that'll pick up 3. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Olson now 2 catches for 20 yards. But 3rd down and 6. The Cyclones need another 3rd down conversion here. So far, 3 of 7 in this game. Callahan is the running back behind and just to the right of Jones. Play action to him. They're going to throw an out pattern, complete to Brown, and he's got the first down. Nice catch by Jerron Brown at the 30. Clutch catch. He had to go down to get that one.
Yeah, that ball was thrown before Brown ever broke to the outside. That's a good pass.
Yeah, his first catch tonight, 2nd target. 12 yards on the catch. Russellville at the 30-yard line, another first down.
And Jones threw it low enough where it'd be difficult to intercept.
Well, they ran the safety off because the inside receiver took off running down the middle of the field. And so it had man-on-man coverage out here on the out route. And Brown able to put the brakes on. Empty backfield here on 1st and 10. Jones back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Now rolling to his right. Little sidearm. He's incomplete, but this is going to be pass interference.
Yeah.
They hit the receiver, Marcellus Olson, well before the ball got there. And even the Greenbrier Panther secondary knew it, because I saw Parker Roberts with his hands on his helmet. He's not the one that did it. But he's like, oh, we got there too early. And so there'll be a penalty on the Panthers here. And it's not an automatic first down, but it'll give Russellville a first down with the yardage. He ran through him, but beat the ball there. And 15-yard penalty means 2 penalties for 20 yards on Greenbrier, but gives the Cyclones a first down at the 45-yard line. I'm getting texts about the PA guy playing that third from more than one person. One is Dylan Conley, the Mountain Home PA guy. They got a big game tomorrow night. I'll drop the ball. Luke Jones picks it up. He's going to throw it, and incomplete. Boy, we almost made something out of nothing. Marcellus Olson was actually free on the wheel route, and we have a Greenbrier Panther down who is tripping up Luke Jones, and he is very slow to get up. That's their outside linebacker there. And
he's going to go out.
He's going to go out. And he came in behind Chandler Sanders. And Jones, even with the incomplete pass, we almost got it, but the incomplete pass stops a big loss. On the play action, the ball was hit the turf, and Jones picked it up and tried to hit Olson. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. 7:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Jones going to call his own number straight up the gut for a yard, maybe 2. Maybe 2.
Well, Greenbrier was waiting for that one. That worked before, but it didn't work at that time. They were ready for Luke.
3rd down and long. A little extra emphasis on the tackle there. And get a little bit more physical here in this third quarter. The Cyclones trailing 7-0. 3rd down and 8. Jones now 11 carries, 48 yards. Russellville needs this 3rd down conversion. Starting this drive from the shadow of their own end zone. They've driven it out to the 47-yard line. Olson being called in front. They'll play action to him. Jones has got a man open and incomplete. He threw it just a little bit behind Jesus Perez, who was turning inside. The ball was outside. Miscommunication there. It'll bring it 4th down and 8. Jesus was open, but one went one way, the ball went the other way, and Russellville will have to punt. And Jesus going to stay on the field to do the punt. Had a really short punt his first time, but remember, he had the sky in the air to prevent the snap from going over his head. Ball being snapped at the 47-yard line. This one right at eye level. And this might have been partially blocked. It might have been. It hits inside the 40. I can't tell. It might not have been. Rolls out of bounds at the 28-yard line. If that wasn't partially blocked, I can't believe it wasn't partially blocked. He puts it inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's where Greenbrier will start. 6:52 left. Cyclones kept the ball for a little while, but nothing to show for it. The only difference in the ball game right now, a long 49-yard touchdown pass from Palmer to Salter Mahan. 6:52 left to play here in the third. Normally we have scores to give you, of course, being Thursday night, just 2 other high school games going, but Arkansas Tech is playing Oklahoma Baptist back in Russellville. We'll tell you that on 102.3 tomorrow night from 10 till midnight, there'll still be the high school football scoreboard show with Rex Nelson. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They're going to give it to Asan. Asan runs into a line and back out at the 30. I was getting ready to call him short of the line of scrimmage. Boy, he just plows his way forward.
And number 43, Terry, he was in on that tackle.
Hassan was pretty good last year. He's even better this year. 275 yards rushing last week. Tonight, 76 yards on 15 carries. Picks up 3 there. 2nd down and 7. He'll get the call here running the right side, and he runs into Magnus Golden. And he said that's as far as you're going to go. Lose 2 yards on the play. Magnus, two-way player for the Cyclones. Had some big catches last week. And that comeback against Morrilton that just fell 5 points short. Cyclones coming in with an extra defensive back here on 3rd down and 9. Jack Palmer, the sophomore quarterback, motions empty backfield, back to pass. He steps in, throws this one high and incomplete. And the only person out there closest to the ball was a Cyclone, Matthew Mergel, and they'll have to punt it away.
Good series for that defense.
Yep.
Held them again.
Held them once again. You're right. 3 and out, 3 and out.
Prince is going back also.
Well, how about we not get a 62-yard punt this time?
Yeah.
Because he really turned that one over. And Clayton Preza, again, last week 2 punts for a 21-yard average, kicked a 62-yarder. His last one. Hey, how about a high snap? Not high enough. He's able to handle this one. Left-footed kicker. This one wobbly, but nowhere near 60 yards. It's going to be short. Fair catch called for by the Cyclones at the 37-yard line. That's where Russellville will handle it. 34-yard punt with no return.
Good catch by Vernell on that.
All right, 5:45 left to play here in the third. Stephen Berry, our producer and engineer, back at River Valley Radio Studios. This is the opposite of last week, Stephen. We had a ton of breaks. It seemed like every time we turned around, somebody was down with cramps. And, boy, we haven't had that much. I think we played that first half in about 45, 50 minutes. 3 receivers to the right for the Cyclones, 1 to the short side of the field to the left. Marcellus Olson now circles back around behind, and option play, no. Dump over the middle to Ford, complete, and he's got it at midfield and has the first down.
Good catch by Ford.
Well, how about that play design, though? I mean, everybody was thinking option. I was thinking option. There's Ford right behind the linebackers, picks up 13 yards on the play. He's got 3 catches for 30 yards. Luke Jones now 11 of 18 for 86. Right at midfield. Cyclones have it 1st and 10 with that first down pass catch between Jones and Ford. Play action once again. Jones back to pass, steps across the middle, throwing it, trying to go to Marcellus Olson, just out of his reach. Stuck his right hand out there, just couldn't get to it.
Had double coverage back there on him.
It'll be 2nd down and 10. All right, the Cyclone tennis won tonight. How about that at Van Buren, 5-3. Yeah, some big football games tomorrow. We talked about that at halftime. I know we got Northside and Greenwood, but that Alma Siloam Springs game, it's going to be big because of the coaching deal. Empty backfield for Russellville, 2nd and 10. Completed pass to Espinosa. He's into Greenbrier territory. Fights his way through. They didn't blow it dead, so he kept fighting. Got an extra yard at the 43 and 2. Panthers very slow to get up. Hope they're okay.
In fact, one's not getting up.
Yeah. One fell on the other, and it felt kind of awkward, and that's what I was worried about. And his helmet's already off. And they're going to put him down at the 43-yard line. Espinosa on that catch. We're going to take a quick break. Russellville trailing 7-0, 4:52 left to play in the third. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Whether marching in the band, cheering from the sidelines, or running plays on the gridiron, teamwork is essential. High school sports teach students teamwork both on and off the field. I'm Congressman Bruce Westerman. I approve this message to say thank you to the coaches and teachers who are preparing the next generation to be team players, and best wishes to all student athletes learning to be teammates in the game of life.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
Yeah, I mentioned to you about games going on tomorrow night, Mountain Home and I say Harrison. Dylan wants me to say West Bellefonte, but that's what it is. And Northside against Greenwood. But I got to tell you that Alma with Alma's athletic director going to Siloam Springs and then playing against each other, that will be a good game and a tough game. Siloam with a win last week. They're 1-0, and they're going to host Alma tomorrow night. Want to update you once again about the Cyclone tennis beating Van Buren. Adriana Tobar was the singles player of the game. Daniel Eskew and Zane Russell won their match, third set tiebreaker. The Cyclones beat Van Buren 5-3. Cyclone tennis quad match with Van Buren, Farmington, and Shiloh Christian will be on Tuesday. So Cyclone tennis just kind of, right in the same parking lot as Cyclone Arena at 3:30 on Tuesday if you want to come out and see some Cyclone tennis free of charge. And so that'll be good. Russellville volleyball team will be hosting Pottsville on Monday, and then they go on the road for 2 tough matches, Tuesday at Harrison and then on Thursday at Greenwood. And back here, Russellville stoppage of play here with the injured player for Greenbrier, and not what you want to see. They're bringing out the stretcher. And so our thoughts and prayers are already with this young man, and we believe it's Mathis Polk, number 5. Chase just told us that, and we watched it, and it wasn't pretty the way it got rolled up on, and so we're kind of concerned about the leg. You know, they Warren, starting quarterback last week on this very field, had an injury that had to be airlifted off, and boy, you don't wish that on anybody. And then here a week later, they bring out the stretcher to aid a young man here. So we're going to take another break while this is going on. The Cyclones trail at 7-0 here with 4:52 left to play in the third. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Russellville School District has opportunities for you. Russellville School District currently has openings for custodial positions. Shifts are 2 in the afternoon until 10 p.m. Monday through Friday with an 11-month contract. This position has benefits, paid sick time, personal time, and retirement plans included. Insurance is offered. Russellville School District, achieving excellence together. Call 968-1306 or visit rsdk12.net to apply online and join the team.
It's that time of year again to start thinking about reviewing your Medicare plan. Hi, I'm Mike Giroux with Giroux & Associates and Medicare Specialists of Arkansas, reminding you to take the time to allow a local agent to assist you with a Medicare plan review. It's vitally important that you review your plan for next year, as there will be several changes to Medicare plans for 2025. Choosing the wrong plan can cause you to lose valuable benefits or cause you to have to change the provider you currently use. Don't be fooled by the misleading commercials on TV. Call a local agent to assist you with finding a plan that best meets your needs. I'm your local Medicare specialist. Call me at 479-857-2810.
Welcome back, and boy, you never know what to do. We're sitting here talking, do we show it, do we not? But I think, you know, if there are anybody's concerned, they might want to say we're not like showing the replay or anything. And I mean, it looked bad, but not as bad as what's looking now with the family coming out. But you know, when we're talking about that off the air and how dangerous it is, you know, you can be not even realizing what's going on because you're making a play and just simply get rolled up on, and something like that can happen. And so it's dangerous, especially in that line. You never know and what's going to happen. And so just always you kind of you hope and pray that everybody stays safe. And our thoughts and prayers are with Polk, and I can't remember his first name, Mathis Polk, the inside linebacker for Greenbrier. Right now, as we're delayed here in the third quarter, rightfully so, because of this. You know, the first game, we always most injuries we usually see is just cramps, because it's always a hot August night, and then after that, you hope you don't see any others. We will say once again, this was supposed to be a junior high football night. That got changed because of this game being moved to a Thursday night. And so the Whirlwinds will actually open next week. They kind of juggled their schedule just a little bit. And so they'll be hosting Lakeside on Thursday night of next week. And then on Friday night of next week, Russellville finally has a home game as they host Sylvan Hills. It'll be the 14th meeting between Russellville and the Sylvan Hills Bears. Russellville owns that series, but very close, 7-6. And the last time Russellville won was back in '94. We talked about that in our Cyclone history segment. And so we're going to take another break here as they continue to attend to Mathis Polk. The Cyclones trailing here 7-0 at Panther Stadium. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Keep your eyes on the ball. Keep your eyes on the game. Keep your eyes on the prize. Whether you're focusing on the football field or your field of study, the point is keep your eyes. Diver Vision Care knows healthy eyesight is an essential tool to help you achieve your vision for your best life. So visit divervisioncare.com to schedule a checkup at the Russellville and Dardanelle locations today. Here's to a winning season and good luck to all our local high school athletes from Diver Vision Care.
It's Honda of Russellville's 45th anniversary, and we're celebrating this year with big savings store-wide. Come in now to Honda of Russellville and register to win a brand new 2025 Honda Pioneer 700. We're having open houses every Saturday, leading up to the big award Saturday, October 26th. This is one of our biggest giveaways ever. Plus, save big with our best deals of the year. Come by now. Arkansas's #1 Honda dealer, Honda of Russellville. See more at HondaRussellville.com and on Facebook. Since 1971, Saul's Body Shop's top priority has been customer satisfaction. The folks at Sorrells get the job done right by providing their customers state-of-the-art equipment and highly skilled professional service technicians. The mission at Sorrells is to deliver the most professional, ethical, highest quality service while giving back to their community every day. Sorrells Body Shop, proudly supporting the Russellville school system. Go Cyclones.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, there really is a better way. As soon as you start talking with the team at A Better Way Realty in Russellville, you're going to feel the difference. So, whether it's your first home or your fifth, A Better Way Realty will be right beside you during the process with the experience and expertise to help you find the home you need. Find A Better Way Realty online or stop by their new location at 1408 South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville. A Better Way Realty. Real estate done a better way.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Welcome back. They're still tending to Mathis Polk for Greenbrier, and they got him on the stretcher, and they're bringing an extra ambulance. They always have to have an ambulance at a football game, and so before they can cart somebody, they bring out another ambulance because high school football, that's the way they do it in Russellville. So that's what they're doing now as we're watching this. If you listen to our pregame show, we were able to talk to Coach Wheeler about Coach Tribble of Greenbrier, and actually one of the better conversations actually happened after we went off the air on our pregame show, because I was asking him about Coach Randy Tribble, and who's in his 17th season here at Greenbrier, and he was coaching at Harding from 1994 to 2006. Well, Coach Dave Wheeler was actually assistant coach at Arkansas Tech and also assistant coach at West Georgia, and asked him on the air about that. And then once we got off the air, I asked him, because Harding runs that weird offense, that dead tee, wing tee, whatever, double wing, whatever you want to call it. I said, did they do that under Coach Tribble? And he said, no, they were a spread team. And he said Coach Tribble actually has a reputation of almost like a quarterback whisperer. He is really good at developing quarterbacks, and so he goes, that's one of the things, even with a young kid, you watch, and they said they'll always go through their progressions, they'll make the right reads and very limited mistakes and things like that. So even with Russellville facing off against a sophomore quarterback here, that it's been tough for that reason. Coach Tribble has a record of 113 wins, 73 losses here at Greenbrier. Never won a state championship, but they've won, I think, 13 conference titles. They were close. They made it to the 5A semifinals 2 years ago. They lost to Pulaski Academy 38-28, very close, and then both Greenbrier and PA moved up to 6A to be conference opponents, and then this year Greenbrier moves back down to 5A, and PA moves up to 7A. And it's a weird situation with private schools, the big formula on how many points you get if you move up and what happens. So that's why Little Rock Christian and PA move up to 7A. Shiloh Christian moves up from 5A to join not just 6A but join our conference, and that's why we traded 2 private schools for 1 with our conference, but also lost an extra member as we lost both those, and Greenbrier picked up Shiloh Christian and Fort Smith Southside. But what one of the things that's odd about this rivalry is that as close as Russellville and Greenbrier is together, that this is only the third meeting. Russellville had never played Greenbrier until 2 years ago, and only because they were forced to when it was a conference opponent. They played the last 2 years. And so then this year you heard Coach Wheeler talk about that. Russellville and the 6A West was really unsure what was going to happen. They knew who was moving into the 6A, Class 6A, but they were unsure how the conference is going to play out. And they are now taking off Mathis Polk on a stretcher, and the Russellville Cyclone fans right below us giving him a standing ovation. And so as they will take him off. But and so by the time you had to schedule a third conference game, third non-conference game, Russell was out of options. They already had Sylvan Hills. They already had Morrilton, obviously. Morrilton, a longtime rival. But then just so happens because of the late change, Greenbrier was open, and they had the same had the same open date as Russellville. So that's how this came about. As we go back to action here, kind of still thinking about Mathis Polk, and again, our thoughts and prayers with him and his family on that. Russellville now facing third down and 3 at the Clarksville Panther 43-yard line. Clarksville Panther, Greenbrier Panther 43-yard line, trailing Greenbrier by a score of 7-0. 4:52 left to play here in the third quarter. And when I say at the 43-yard line, it's between the 43 and the 42, but the nose of the football has to touch that yard line for it to be counted. So Russellville really, even though I say 3rd and 3, really it's 3rd and about 2.5, and they are waiting for everything to be cleared and kind of get everybody's mindset right. It's always got to be tough, especially when it's your teammate, to flip that switch. Been there, and if you play sports long enough, you'll sadly you probably will be there where you have to deal with that. And tough, especially for young kids to have that mindset to switch on. So they're kind of given ample opportunity for everybody to get back in the right mindset before they get back to action. We're doing that right now. Greenbrier running on player, Russellville breaking their huddle, and Russellville looking at 3rd down and 3 as we're back to action now. Magnus Golden taking the snap. He's going to run the Tebow formation, and he's going to plow forward. Second effort, third effort's going to get him the first down. He was stopped once, stopped twice, ran almost backpedaled at one time before he got the first down.
Well, he kept his legs moving, and that was the key to the whole thing. Good blocking, but as long as you keep those legs moving, you're going to gain the yardage.
Yeah, pick up a 4 on the play for Magnus Golden, and another first down for the Cyclones. They trail at 7-0. They had a drive that started at their own 1. That's not this drive because it kind of got to reset and think about it. Remember, a punt by the Panthers gave the Cyclones the ball at their own 37-yard line, looking at 1st and 10 at the 39. Luke Jones, after play action, looking for the wheel route. Not open. He's going to throw this one away. I tell you what, though, Marcellus Olson had faked out Jacob Bernard a little bit. Bernard didn't realize the ball was in the air. So Russellville almost snuck one in there. That'll stop the clock here, 2nd and 10. At the Panther 39-yard line, 4:14 left to play in the third quarter. Russellville trailing by a score.
Luke had some pressure on him. When he got rid of the ball, he had a defender right there in his face.
Ball on the right hash mark here. Empty set on the right side. Loaded on the left side. They're going to run a sweep there. Marcellus Olson sticks the foot in the ground, cuts it up inside the 35 near the 30-yard line. Russellville positive yards on the ground. That'll bring up 3rd down and short. Good run there, Marcellus Olson. Russellville going quick here. And it'll be the Tebow play, Luke Jones, and he gets inside the 30. We're waiting to see where they spot it, if they gave him enough for the first down or not. He needed the 30. The yard marker says 4th down, but we're going to wait and see.
Leading the way, number 44.
And he is going to be just barely shy, 4th and 1. Knows the football is at the 30-yard line of Greenbrier. 4th and 1 for the Cyclones. Tonight they are 0 of 2 on 4th down conversions. Jones going to hand it off to Ladarius Prince. He's got the first down inside the 30. Going to be stopped at the 26. 26.
Good blocking by that offensive line. Good blocking by Ford there coming in from his receiver spot.
Ladarius Prince picks up the first down. He's got 6 carries for 15 yards back in there to pick that up. At the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. 3 minutes left to play here in the third. Russellville trailing by a score of 7-0. Prince staying in there at running back, just to the right of Jones. Back to pass, rolling to his right a little bit, throws back to the left, and he's got Hallmark open at the 30. He's at the 20, cuts back at the 15, and stumbles forward inside the 15 to about the 13.
Hallmark was wide open. I mean, a good call playing, but boy, he was wide open over there.
They rolled it a little bit to the right. He snuck out on the left side from his tight end spot, and that got Russellville into the red zone. And we're waiting to see where it's spotted. I believe it's spotted at the 12. I'm waiting to see. Can't really tell. Might be the 13-yard line. We'll call it 13 until we see. It's a pickup of 14 yards if so. Yep, 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones. Deepest penetration for Russellville all night. Jones rolling to his right, throwing for the end zone. It is complete. Touchdown. Julius Thompson. The Cyclones are on the board here with 2:07 left to play in the third. Play action by Jones, roll to his left, and wide open Julius Thompson with the touchdown.
Yeah, he just floated that ball out there. He was wide open.
That one goes for 13 yards and a score. The extra point by Jesus Perez is good, and we are tied. 2:07 left to play in the third. 7-7 our score. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Johnny Story in with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent, Freddie, and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville. 968-5668 or check them out. RussellvilleLiving.com.
KCJC Dartmouth, Russellville. It's all of today's best country on River Country. KCJC and EAB Media Group radio station.
You know, when you lose 84% of your offense due to graduation, I get to say this a lot this year. That's the first touchdown for that young man, Julius Thompson. 13-yard touchdown reception, first touchdown as a Cyclone. Extra point by Jesus Perez makes it 7-7. We'll give you all the details on the scoring drive here in just a moment, but we got the kickoff coming. 2:07 left to play here in the third. Jesus Perez will put it down to kick it away. Russell just feels like they got new life now, all tied. Well, they're angling towards this right side. You can see they're not spread out far. They have not kicked it deep. They don't want to give them a chance for a big return. They didn't earlier. Let's see if they do it here. It's going to be high, end over end, and short. It's going to be fielded at 29-yard line. It's a free ball as it's on the turf, and Greenbrier is going to cover it at the 33-yard line. Woo. We almost had the ball back there. Marcus Simpson dropped it and then picked it up. Sometimes it's tough to field those when it's end over end like that, and Russellville was taking a chance that might be the case. On that scoring summary, 63 yards on 10 plays in 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Clock's still running? Oh, it is. It's rolling here. It's not supposed to. Yeah. It's supposed to be at 2:04, and they've got a minute and a half left. I don't think the White Hats realized it. That's junior high football where they're supposed to do it on the and now have they – no, they still haven't realized it. It's at minute 20 now. They've run off quite a bit, 40 seconds. Nobody has recognized it. Hassan going to get the carry on first down, cuts back at the 35-40, still on his feet, and Russellville having problems tackling them. He finally comes down at the 49-yard line. That's his longest run of the night. We've held him in check, even though he's got 90 yards, but that one goes for 16. Clock now at 1:03. They'll give it to Hassan once again. He's in Cyclone territory. Breaks the tackle. He's to the middle of the field. Tripped up inside the 35 to the 34. And Russellville can't figure him out. Two big plays by Enoch Hassan. And it's one of those things where you it takes you a long time to get there. Once you get tied, you breathe a sigh of relief. But as you do, they're moving the ball down the field. Back-to-back 16-yard runs by Enoch Hassan. They're not going to give it to him. He gets this play off. Back to pass. Palmer throwing near side. Complete inside the 25. And they've got the first down, stepping out of bounds at about the 23.
Yeah, that receiver was wide open. And Lucas
Thompson, number 16, on the reception. And I think they put it down at the 23-yard line. No, they're going to give him the 21. And 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Hassan will get it on the sweep right side, and he gets inside the 20, stacked up there at the 19. Pickup of 2 on the play. And he's now got 108 yards on 19 carries. Russellville has made him earn it a little bit, but well, they have gashed Russellville for gains of 16, 16, 14, and 2 just on this drive and flipped the field quickly. 2nd and 8. We're all tied at 7. Nearing the end of the third quarter. They're going to get this play off. They are. Drop the football. Palmer picks it up. Backpedals. He's going to heave it into the turf. He better have a receiver in the area. They say incomplete pass. There is a receiver on that far side, so no intentional grounding. And we have come to the end of the third quarter with our score. Russellville 7, Greenbrier 7. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Farmers Co-op, East Main, Russellville. Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, you guys have some great culvert deals. People looking to do some work on the farm or around their home, you can help.
You bet. We've got plastic culvert from 8 inches up to as big as you want to go, 20 feet, 24 feet. Got good prices on them. You ought to check us out.
Remember the Co-op in Russellville, East Main, and don't forget their Danville location.
At Centennial Bank, we believe serving our community goes beyond assisting with financial needs. We pride ourselves on being community connected and customer focused. Supporting our community starts with our employees. We enjoy rolling up our sleeves and helping make our community a better place. Our local bankers are a team that brings passion, pride, and dedication to our communities. That is why Centennial Bank is proud to support the place we call home. Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This drive for the Panthers started at their own 33-yard line. 3 big plays, 16, 16, and 14 yards. And just like that, they're in the red zone of Russellville, looking at 3rd down and 8 at the 19-yard line of the Cyclones. The Cyclones had just tied the ball game up with 2:07 left to play in the third. And Greenbrier looking to try to go back out on top. They've led back since the second quarter. We're tied at 7 right now. 1 more quarter to go.
I think we're going to see a lot of running in this quarter. Try to milk the clock. I think that's what Greenbrier's going to do.
Well, Greenbrier's probably going to try to pick up 9 yards here, or 8 yards on this first down, or try to get the first down. They do have Hassan to the left of the quarterback, Palmer, and they are going to give it to him, running short side of the field, and Russellville trying to hold him up, and they do. He's not quite there at the 15-yard line, so a pickup of not quite 4 yards on that. It'll bring up 4th down, and now decision time for the Panthers.
And number 55, Peter, I think that's his number. Yeah, he was in on the tackle.
And they're going to try their first field goal of the season. Clayton Preza is 6 of 7 on extra points. This one would be a field goal attempt. They're going to put him back at the 22 on the ball, the right hash. He's a lefty, and so this would be a 32-yard field goal attempt. Clayton Preza going to push this one forward. Low snap, it kicked up, and it is definitely long enough, and he missed it wide right.
Yeah, he hooked that thing.
I wonder if the bad snap had anything to do with it. That ball was on the turf. The holder did a good job just to get it down, but the field goal is no good. And the Cyclone defense bent a little bit, but they don't break. Now it goes as a punt into the end zone. The Cyclones will take over at the 20. High school football, that's what it's like. So the Cyclones have requested the ball on the right hash mark. And Preza is now 0 of 1 on the season. And, boy, that one came at a good time for the Cyclones. So they drive down from their 33 all the way to our 16. Missed the field goal attempt, and we're all tied at 7. This is a Wildcat formation. Cyclones direct snap to Marcellus Olsen, and he'll get the 25-yard line. 5-yard pickup. Pickup of 5 yards on the play.
That's a good run by Olsen. It's had the blockers out there in front of him.
And on 2nd down and 5, and Luke Jones going to call his own number. He won't get the first down at the 30. He's a couple yards short. Bring up third down and short for Russellville. Okay, I thought a Cyclone player was down, but not injured. Third down and 2. Personnel changing, and I wondered if we might go to a different Wildcat formation. Russellville's had 3 different guys take snaps. Magnus Golden, Marcellus Olsen. Golden's going to be in the backfield, but it is going to be Luke Jones, at least seemingly, being the quarterback here. Play clock down to 9 seconds. Russellville's got to hurry if they want to get this snap off without using a timeout. Under center is Luke Jones. I formation. How about this? Give to the tailback, and they're going to stack us up. Ball's free. It's on the turf, and let's see who came up with it. I think Luke Jones did. Thankfully, Russell's going to have to punt the ball away, but we'll take that over giving it to him inside our 20 as the ball was free. And Callahan, I think, was the initial running back, was he? And,
I think he was,
yeah.
but it seemed like that was a little confusion by that offensive unit.
And loss of 10.
Just didn't look right.
Loss of 10 on the play. Like I said, I know we have to punt it on 4th and 12, but that's better than fumbling it back. And
Russellville short a man.
Well, I was going to say fumbling it back, give it to him inside the 18. What I'm looking at is I think that's Bo Mosley in there to punt. He punted last week. This will be his first punt this week. He'll get this one away. It's a high spiraling kick. Kicks it away from the tournament. It's going to take a Russellville bounce, but Mahan fields it at the 46-yard line of Greenbrier. He's into Cyclone territory, drugged down at the 40. Pretty good punt, but Salter Mahan did a smart job fielding that one, and he goes to the, let's see, they're going to mark him down at the 39-yard line, so it's a 36-yard punt, a 15-yard return. So Russellville's defense held. However, the offense can't help out as much, so the defense will be called upon once again. Short field for Greenbrier. Appreciate you joining us tonight. We'll be on the air a week from tomorrow. First Cyclone home game as they host Sylvan Hills. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at our 39-yard line. Enoch Hassan will get a couple yards before he's stacked up. All night they've been letting the plays go on a little bit, and thankfully it hadn't gotten ugly, but tensions are getting a little high here.
Number 99, Golden, in on that tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. 2nd down and 8. Enoch Hassan, the running back to the right of Jack Palmer. I haven't seen Palmer do much here in the second half. They've been trying to run the legs of Hassan, and now he'll motion out of the backfield, empty backfield. Set up the screen, but it's not there. Palmer, plenty of time, still looking, throwing across the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. Had a man wide open, and he threw it behind Ashton Simmons, but Simmons should have made the catch, and he knows it. He's kind of grimacing at himself a little bit on that. He was wide open. Russellville had gone with the deep man on the deeper out pattern, double covered him, so just miscommunication there. Cyclones very fortunate that ended up being an incomplete pass. And now Jack Palmer just 6 of 15 for 88 yards. Doesn't have that long touchdown pass, but 1 interception. 3rd down and 8 at our 37-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Palmer back to pass once again. Being pressured a little bit, rolling to his right, eyes downfield, and he's going to be hit as he throws, wobbles this one. It's going to be incomplete. Great defense there. It looked like they got behind us with McFadden, and a great play. I think that was Bo Mosley on the play.
It was.
They retreated great to get back there because McFadden wouldn't have scored. He was having to backpedal, but he was open. Dawson McFadden, number 88. It'll bring up 4th down and 8, and this will be a 54-yard field goal, so you know they're not going to attempt here, but too close to really punt it, so they're going to go for it here. 4th down and 8 for Greenbrier at our 37-yard line. We're all tied at 7. 8:05 left to play here in the ball game. Empty backfield for Jack Palmer. Back to pass, and now we have what? Stoppage of play and a timeout called by the Panthers. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We're all tied at 7. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Chicken Mart is having a gigantic customer appreciation event. Buy one, get one free sale going on now at both the Arkansas Avenue and Weir Road location. Over half the store will be buy one bag, get one bag for free sale items. Breaded chicken tenders, breaded chicken fillets, breaded chicken nuggets, boneless and skinless chicken breasts, chicken wings, and breaded popcorn chicken will all be buy one bag, get one bag for free while supplies last. Hurry in, supplies are limited.
Well, Greenbrier wanting to call timeout. I think this is a good use of a timeout here. They're looking at 4th down and 8 at our 37. But I'm kind of glad called timeout because we get a chance to think about this defensively too. Greenbrier just wanted to make sure they had the right personnel, right play call. They're already back out there. But you get to take full advantage of the timeout, so Cyclones were late. I say later than Greenbrier coming out of the timeout. And so now let's look at this here. 4th down and 8 at the 37-yard line. Empty backfield for Jack Palmer and the Panthers. Man in motion, that's Hassan. Back to pass, looking left. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to heave it downfield, and he overshoots his man. Yeah, I think that was Salter Mahan streaking down left sideline. He might have had a step, but it was well overthrown, and the Cyclone defense has held. Russellville will take over and really good field position compared to what they've had earlier in this second half, taking it over at their own 1 at times. And so we'll take over at their own 37-yard line.
And this was another good series by the defense.
7:58 left to go here in the ball game, and we're all tied at 7. Non-conference matchup was a conference matchup the last 2 seasons. Greenbrier, number 4 overall in 5A, second in their conference with Farmington, who took it on the chin last week, so they may be faltering back a little bit. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Luke Jones, Ladarius Prince in the backfield with him. Jones back to pass, looking left all the way, short underneath, complete to Ford. Dodges a man there at the 42. He's got the first down near midfield. It's like how he put on the brakes and the would-be tackler went flying. And they'll give him the 49-yard line, 12-yard pickup. Ford has 4 catches for 42 yards. Luke Jones now 15 of 24 for 132. Clock rolling as they get the change set. Russellville with the ball at their own 49-yard line. We're all tied at 7. 7 minutes, 32 seconds left to play here in the ball game. 2 receivers to each side if you count the S back. Man in motion, that's Olsen. Fakes it to him. Jones looking for the out route here. Little wheel route complete out of bounds to Ladarius Prince. Gets positive yards before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, a good fake by Jones.
Yeah, what he's doing is a man comes in motion. He's faking that little pitch forward or the handoff. And it freezes everybody just a moment. Freezes linebackers just enough and allow that little 5-yard pattern there by Ladarius Prince. 2nd down and 5 for the Cyclones at the 46-yard line of Greenbrier. Jones to the near side, complete to Jesus Perez. He's got the first down, and he steps out of bounds, pushed out of bounds, but complete. Perez with the catch.
It's hard to defend that quick pass, and that's what Russellville is very successful at on this drive.
That's Perez's first catch as a Cyclone. Did not log a catch last week. This one goes for 6 yards and a first down. Russellville has it at the Panther 40-yard line. Clock stopped as Perez was pushed out with 7:12 left to play. We're all tied at 7. Bunched up wide receivers on the right side. Screen pass, complete to Ford. Turn and tries to get some positive yards. He gets it inside the 40 to the 37. Just a little out route there, and it turned upfield and said, okay, what can I do here?
I like what Ford did. After he turned upfield, he put both hands on the ball. He knew he was going to get hit.
He picks up 3 yards, 2nd down and 7. Clock rolling here. Clock's our friend right now. We just need to score. 2 receivers to each side. Man in motion. It's going to be, no, they're going to pull it. And Luke Jones is going to keep it himself. He runs through a tackle at the 25, gets to the 20. I thought they were going to give it on the sweep to Olsen, but Jones calls his own number, and he gets to the 20, pickup of 17 yards. He's got 70 yards on 14 carries. The Cyclones in the red zone here, changing up personnel a little bit. Here comes Hallmark. Here comes Golden. A little bit heavier package here. Brown and Olsen will be the receivers on the left side. The Cyclones ball on the right hash mark. Clock rolling. They've got 10 seconds to snap it. Magnus Golden, the S-back on the left side. Here's the handoff, and not much going there for Ladarius Prince. Tried to hurdle the man. They had pushed back and gotten in our backfield, and just not a lot of room for Ladarius. And he'll lose a yard back to the 22. 2nd down and 11. 5:45 left to play here in the ball game. We're all tied at 7. The Cyclones looking at 2nd down and 11 from the 22-yard line. Changing up personnel once again. 14 seconds on the clock. Prince is the running back. Thompson, who had the touchdown reception, is lone receiver to the right. They're going to pull it, and the ball is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass. Looking for the quick slant, but a lineman for the Panthers got his big hand up there. I think they were going to either Olsen or Ford coming in on the underneath quick slant route. 3rd down and 11. Well, if you don't make any more yards, it is a 39-yard field goal right here. If you're comfortable with that, you might take a shot at the end zone. Luke Jones calling Olsen to run in front of him in motion. Now he's going to circle back around, a little lasso. And Jones pulls it, throws across the middle. Diving incomplete pass goes off the hands of Ford and actually almost right in the hands of Marcus Simpson. And now decision time for Coach Wheeler. Do you go for it? Do you attempt the 39-yard field goal? They're at least going to show that they're going to try the 39-yard field goal. Jesus Perez on to attempt this. He's 1 of 1 from field goals this year. Hit a 22-yarder last week. And you can put it where it down if you want. Russell's going to give themselves an extra yard because of the push. So it's going to be a 40-yard field goal from near the middle. Snap is down. The kick is definitely long enough. And it is good. 40 yards. He could have made it from 50, maybe 55. Jesus Perez and the Cyclones have their first lead of the game here at 10-7. We'll take a quick break. Russellville 10, Greenbrier 7, 5:10 left. This is Cyclone football on the EAB Sports Network.
Where you can make an impact in a safe, clean environment. ConAgra is looking for motivated, energetic people to join their team. ConAgra is recruiting industrial maintenance technicians to fill openings on all shifts. Positions start at $25.61 an hour plus a shift differential. Experience is required, so for immediate consideration, apply online at ConAgraBrands.com/careers. That's ConAgraBrands.com/careers. ConAgra is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, the defense stiffens up for Russellville, and they miss a field goal. Then the Cyclones go 41 yards in 9 plays in 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Some big plays to keep that drive alive. Ends up a 40-yard field goal by Jesus Perez, who's 1 of 1 tonight, 2 of 2 in his Cyclone career, and he has given the Cyclones a 10-7 lead. Now there's plenty of time left. 5:10 left to play in the ball game, but it's the Cyclones' first lead. A little bit reason to celebrate because the defense has played really well in this game, but really well in the second half.
They have, and that field goal, it shows you what a strong leg Perez has.
He's a great kid too. Had him in class a couple years ago. He's fantastic. And so he's the kind of kid that's easy to pull for, and hampered a little bit by hamstring injury last week, but still able to kick an extra point and field goal. He's going to kick off here. Slow walk up. He'll kick this one. Kicks this one deeper than Russellville has, and it's going to hit at the 2 and roll in the end zone. It's kicked a couple short, and they were able to not really field that one. That one he kind of snuck in and kicked it behind him, and so going to make Greenbrier go the long way.
Boy, that was a line drive.
Yeah, it was. It was. The Panthers have the ball at their own 20. The Cyclones leading it 10-7. And if the Panthers are thinking, hey, we got to do it on this drive, remember they have 2 timeouts. They used one on a 3rd or 4th down play deep in our own end to make sure they had the right personnel, the right call. So they're down to 2 timeouts. Russellville was still all 3. Well, enough time, though, and you're only down 3 if you're Greenbrier. Enough time, you can still lean heavily on the run game. Cyclones just need a stop, but how about a turnover? We need to see a fumble that bounces our way. Palmer, the quarterback, about the handoff here. They are going to give it to Hassan. He dodges a man in the backfield, breaks a tackle, and gets to the 25-yard line. Could have been a 2-yard loss, could have been a no gain. He turns it into a 5-yard gain.
He just very strong runner, just very hard to bring down.
Jerron Brown in on the stop. Another Cyclone playing both ways. 2nd down and 5. This time Hassan on the left side. Low snap, they'll give it to him. He has to dodge Golden in the backfield and somehow leans forward, gets back to the line of scrimmage. But Magnus Golden, even with an arm tackle, was not going to let him go.
Brought him down with one arm.
3rd down and 5, 4.5 to go for Greenbrier. You get in these situations, they can still run, but give me situations where maybe they feel like they have to pass. They gave him a 1-yard loss, so it's 2nd down and 6. They're going to go empty backfield. Hassan is moving to the right, and Palmer says, hey, stay right here. He's got to start getting tired. You run him quite a bit. And a bad snap. They weren't ready for it. Hassan has it at the 15. He's running right side. He's got some room across the 20, and he's tackled at the 21-yard line. They were still setting up, almost like they had 2 guys in motion, and the ball was snapped and nobody was ready. Hassan able to cover it up, get some yards where it wasn't as big a loss, but now Greenbrier on 4th down and 9, they may have to punt the football away. I think they're going to have to. The clock rolling here, 3:47 left. They're looking at 4th down and 9 from the 21-yard line. They're going to punt the football, turn it over to their defense, and the fact that they only have 2 timeouts left. Cyclones have 2 guys back. This is Varnell and Prince. Beautiful punt here, and Varnell is going to call for the fair catch at the 38-yard line. A 41-yard punt with no return. A bad snap by Greenbrier turns into a loss, and now the Cyclones have it with a 3-point lead with 3:27 left. Just make first downs. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
easier said than done.
Side.
Yeah, they have 2 timeouts. They can use those timeouts, but ideally, that's why you really want to save your timeouts. Ideally, they like to have 3. Now, if the Cyclones throw the ball here, it'll be something like a forward pitch or a screen pass. I think Russell's going to keep the ball on the ground because they want that clock to run. At the very least, if you don't make a first down, at the very least, you want to make Greenbrier use the timeouts. That's what your goal is. If you don't make a first down, obviously you'd love to move the sticks. Luke Jones, the quarterback. And he's going to hand it on. He's going to keep it himself after the fake to Marcellus Olsen. Plows forward to the 45, 46-yard line. Pickup of 7 on the play. It's time to call in the closer. Let's ice this bad boy. 7 yards on the pickup there. Luke Jones now 15 for 76 on the ground. 2nd down and 3.
That's good on 1st down to gain that many yards.
And Greenbrier not going to use their timeout right now, so Russellville is going to run the clock all the way down. There's 3 minutes left to go in the game, and the clock was at the snap clock was at 19 seconds when there was 3 minutes. So it's down to 11 now. You got to milk it down inside 5 seconds, I think. It's at 7, it's 6. Jones going to get the snap. He'll hand it off Ladarius straight up the middle, and he's going to lose yardage back to the 44-yard line. And Greenbrier going to use timeout now. And, boy, it looks bad. A while ago when they were running the clock down, they ran off that extra 40 seconds. They actually ran off an extra 2 seconds here. They stopped the clock here with 2:39 left. The Cyclones have a 3rd down coming after losing 2 on the play, 3rd down and 5. We're going to keep it right here. 2:39 left to go in the game. Greenbrier still with 1 more timeout left. Remember, they used 1 on offense, used 1 here, and they do finally get that switched on the scoreboard here. 1 of 3 high school games being played tonight. Of course, we said Arkansas Tech playing tonight. Salem is at Prescott tonight. Des Arc is at Hazen. But a whole slew of games tomorrow night. And over on 102.3 KCJC, we will have a scoreboard show tomorrow night, 10 o'clock all the way until midnight, hosted by Rex Nelson, the voice of the OBU Tigers. We'll have our post-game show here and also post the stats for you on our Facebook page. We appreciate you joining us tonight. It always means a lot when we see those numbers up. Love to bring you Cyclone sports, and love that you're choosing us to get your coverage from. Okay, so the Cyclones need to make a first down here. If they fail to make it, you figure Greenbrier is going to use their last timeout, and then Russellville will decide whether they want to go for it. or punt the football away. The Cyclones leading it by 3, 10-7. 2:39 left to go in the game. And no wide receivers on the right side. 3 eligible receivers on the left. And Jones is going to move over. It's going to be a direct snap here to Marcellus Olson running left side. Breaks through an arm tackle. Did he get the first down? He did. Yes. At the 49-yard line. Marcellus Olson. They tripped him up, had a hold of his shoe. It was very close, but he did. It happened right in front of us. He's got the first down, and the clock's going to roll as soon as they get the chain set. And that might have done it right there. We're not going to take a knee because they can stop the clock one more time, but I'm trying to count here backwards with 25 seconds. It'll be very close. If we do turn it over, it'll be with very little time on the clock. The Cyclones milking this one down. There's 13 seconds on the play clock, 2:21 on the game clock. That was a huge first down run there by Marcellus Olson Patton. 5 carries, 31 yards. Man in motion. They're going to turn and give it to Marcellus Olson. Cover up that ball, stay in bounds. He picks up a yard. The yardage doesn't matter as much right now. Stay in bounds. He gets to midfield. And now Greenbrier going to use their last timeout with 2:04 left. We'll take a break. Russellville leading 10-7. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in the game. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings is the River Valley's oldest full-service portable buildings dealer, 7 years and counting. And without customers like you shopping local and leaving honest reviews, well, Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings wouldn't have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. So if you're ready to get the building or carport that suits your needs, stop by Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, corner of Highway 7 and 247, right before the River Bridge, to browse around. Or visit Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings.com for more information.
All right, 2:04 left. That was Greenbrier's last time out. The Cyclones lead it 10-7. And Russellville still, they're sitting here doing some calculations. If they don't pick up a first down, I don't know if they'll give them the ball with very much time. It all depends because you never know how quickly they'll start the clock, especially when you're not in control of it, meaning you're on the road. And I totally understand that. But right now, the Cyclones, if they just pick up a first down, it would definitely be over. Looking at 2nd down and 9. Ball just inside the 50-yard line going towards Greenbrier's end. Mitchell Manning in on the far right side. Marcellus Olson split wide to the right. Magnus Golden, the big running back behind or next to Luke Jones. Forward pitch there to Marcellus Olson. Stops on a dime, cuts it back. He's at the 45, inside the 45 to the 42. Technically, that's a pass.
Very close to the first down.
It's very safe, too, when you do that, because even if it's no chance of it being a fumble, if it's incomplete, it's incomplete. Would stop the clock, but we're rolling it now. 1:47 left. Russellville did not get the first down. They're looking at 3rd down and 1 at the 42-yard line. No timeouts left for the Panthers, 3 for Russellville. I would not be surprised if the Cyclones called a timeout here, meaning they could roll it 15 more seconds before calling timeout. Luke Jones coming over to the sideline to talk to Coach Gunner, and Coach Wheeler is talking to White Hat. He's saying to him right now, I want a timeout with 1 second on the snap clock here, and he's doing it right now, and that's what they did. 1:19 left. The Cyclones used their first timeout. We'll take a quick break. Russellville leading at 10-7. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Celebrate with us at Phil Wright Auto as we mark our incredible 49-year anniversary. You don't want to miss out what we have going on during this great event. Use discounts and savings on a great selection of Chevrolet, GMC, and pre-owned inventory. Whether you're in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV, now's the perfect time to find your dream vehicle at the price you'll love. Come see us today and join in on the anniversary excitement. Serving the River Valley since 1975. Exit 84, just off I-40.
Welcome back. The Cyclones leading at 10-7. 1:19 left. Cyclones can ice the game with a first down here. Now, if they don't get the first down, but it's not an incomplete pass or anything like that, the Cyclones will probably run the clock down a little more and then call timeout and then figure out what they want to do. But right now, Russellville just needs 1 yard. They were the underdog coming into this game, facing off against Greenbrier, even though beating them the last 2 years. Greenbrier loaded back up, even with their quarterback, Kane Richardson, moving to Texas bringing up Jack Palmer. Enoch Hassan rushing for 275 last week. They beat Warren 41-34. Cyclones supposed to lose this game, but nobody told Russellville. Looking at 3rd down and 1 at the Panther 42-yard line. Here we go. Minute 19 left. Clock will start on the snap. Jones gets the snap. Forward handoff here to Olsen. Cuts it back. He's got the first down. Spun down. I don't know if he stayed in bounds or not, but didn't matter. They say out of bounds, but it does not matter because he got the first down. You know, that was awfully close to a face mask penalty, too. I think that what Coach Wheeler initially wanted, but doesn't matter. I mean, the clock stopped. Yeah, it'll start on the snap, but the fact now that Greenbrier cannot start it, did they start it? Yeah, they start the clock. They just stopped it to move the chains.
Yeah, he stayed in bounds on that.
I was saying even if that happens, all we have to do is take a knee, and now the greatest formation in football is the victory formation, and we're about to see it at least once, maybe twice.
Olsen's way back there at the 50-yard line.
And Luke Jones going to be under center. He'll get the snap and take a knee. And in case you're ever wondering, that comes off the team totals when that happens, not the rushing totals of Luke Jones. The Cyclones will have to do that one more time. There's an 8-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. Well, this is going to be kind of sweet. Russellville fell down 17-0 after 3 quarters last year, won the game 21-7 with 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. Tonight, it felt like they were down more than 7-0, even though they're only down 7-0. Come back with 10 points here in the second half, and are going to walk away with a 10-7 victory and make it 3-0 against the Panthers and move to 1-1 on the season. There's the final snap. The Cyclones are going to win it here by a score of 10-7, upsiding Greenbrier. Big win for Russellville. Get in that win column. Get that bad taste out of their mouth. Cyclones win at 10-7. We're going to take a break. Come back with your post-game show. This is Cyclone Football on the EAB Sports Network.
If you own a business, you know how important your roof is, but do you know how to maintain it? E&F Roofing has been offering the best commercial roof systems as well as conducting preventative maintenance and asset management services so you can focus on your business. From industries to schools and local businesses of all shapes and size, E&F Roofing has been serving Arkansas for over 50 years and trusted for 3 generations. So call 479-272-4069 for a free estimate today.
Beltner's Athletes Corner Moonlight Madness sale is now in progress. Save half off or more on footwear from Nike, Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save half off or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Beltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Welcome back. The Cyclones with a big victory here. And we'll take you through the scoring. Russellville trailed 7-0 at the half. And then late in the 3rd quarter, Russellville goes on a 63-yard, 10-play drive in 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Luke Jones hit Julius Thompson on a 13-yard touchdown pass. Rolling out to his left, Thompson found himself all wide open and alone in the end zone. For the score, Perez added the extra point. It was 7-7. Then 2 big plays. There's a lot of big plays in the 4th quarter, but 2 really big plays. Greenbrier went on a 51-yard drive in 7 plays. They were stalled. They had a 32-yard field goal attempt with 11:17 left, and they missed it. The Cyclones then were able to score later with the go-ahead score, a 41-yard drive in 9 plays, and it was capped off by a 40-yard field goal by Jesus Perez. The drive took 2:48, but it gave the Cyclones a victory, or a lead, 10-7. And then the Greenbrier Panthers had it 3rd and 6. This might have been the biggest play of the game at the time. 3rd and 6 at their own 24-yard line. They weren't set. The quarterback, Palmer and Hassan, were still kind of moving around the backfield. A bad snap. They end up losing 3 yards on the play. With 3:27 left, they had 4th and 9, decide to punt it away, and the offense put it away. Ate up the final 3:27 and iced the game and win it 10-7 here over Greenbrier. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, the defense stepped up just like they did last week in the second half. They shut Greenbrier down. They did that against Marlton. Greenbrier was ahead at half, 0-7, and that was it. And our defense took over. They shut them down and gave the offense a chance. Offense, hey, we said one of the things that we had to do is establish the run. And look what happened. We ran the ball. And I like the way those running backs are, and even the quarterback, Luke Jones. just stretching out for that extra yard, and we saw that tonight. Then the passing of Luke Jones, the short, quick pass. As soon as he got the ball, many times he had already released it that quick and throwing it 5 yards and letting the receivers go and getting that extra yards. Just an overall good game by the Cyclones on both sides of the ball.
We got to give you the stats for the ball game, and gave you the scoring summary, but we'll give you just a moment to get that ready. I thought you'd talk more than that, so I'm trying to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. No, that's all right. The game summary here: the Cyclones with 285 yards of offense. Greenbrier with 210. The Cyclones, Luke Jones was 19 of 30 passing for 154 yards, 1 touchdown, a couple of interceptions. Receiving, DeJuan Ford, 5 catches for 45 yards. He was the leading receiver with catches and yards. Marcellus Olsen, 3 catches for 28 yards. And running the football, Luke Jones was the leading rusher, 15 carries, 76 yards. But then also Marcellus Olsen also did it on the ground, 7 carries, 35 yards. Ladarius Prince, 8 carries for 12 yards. Sam Callahan, 5 carries for 7 yards. Tough going on the ground. Russell just 131 yards of offense running, but they moved the ball when they had to. For the Panthers, Enoch Hassan, as advertised, but Russell did a good job, held him in check, 111 yards on 23 carries. His longest run was only 16 yards tonight. Their quarterback struggled. Jack Palmer, 6 of 17 for 88 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Think about that. He threw for 88 yards, and one of them was 46 yards on that one play. Russellville really kind of threw a lot of things at that sophomore quarterback, and it bothered him a little bit. Salter Mahan, 1 catch for 46 yards and touchdown reception. Mosley, 1 catch for 17 yards. 68 plays for the Cyclones, 46 for Greenbrier. Russellville lost the turnover battle. They had 2 turnovers, and the Panthers had 1. Penalties, 3 penalties in the whole game. 2 of 20 on Greenbrier, 1 of 10 for Russellville. Cyclones 7 of 15 on third down conversions, 3 of 10 for Greenbrier. Greenbrier did not convert a 4th down conversion, 0 of 2. Russellville 1 of 3 on 4th down conversions. What was the key to the game? I don't know. You can point to a whole bunch of things, but that 40-yard field goal sure loomed large and put the Cyclones up. But it was just more than that. The fact that Perez nailed it from 40 yards out really gave the Cyclone defense a lift, and they had been hanging in there in that second half and did a good job for the Cyclones. Well, we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Cyclone Football. Reminding you our next broadcast will be next week on Friday night. We're glad to go back to Friday night. Cyclones will be finally in Cyclone Stadium for their home opener as they host Sylvan Hills. Russellville 7-6 all-time against Sylvan Hills. The last 3 meetings have been in the playoffs. Last regular season meeting was back in 1986. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. We'll have the coaches show at 6:30. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Also want to send a special thank you to our chief engineer, Stephen Berry, our Cyclone Booth media team, Chase Canfield. This is Cyclone Booth, KCJC and AA Sports, your home for Cyclone sports all season long. Once again, our score from Panther Stadium, it was Russellville 10 and Greenbrier 7. No scoreboard show tonight. That'll be on tomorrow night on 102.3 KCJC from 10 o'clock until midnight, until a week from tomorrow, next week. For Chase Canfield, Aaron Duval, Stephen Berry, I'm Mickey Duval saying to you, good night, God bless, and thank you, Tony Basil. So long, everybody.
Russellville Cyclone Football on River Country KCJC.